Yo, what's up with it? It's your boy Nini back with another reading. This gonna be an all signs reading. Gonna be asking questions. Who's gonna win you over next? Yo, ha! What's up, Marie? What's up, Intuitive Car? What's up, Space Babe and Walada? What's up with y'all? Who that? Who else was that? Intuitive Core. Hey, what's up, Love Aquarius? How y'all feeling today? Mm-hmm. You said I caught my favorite live. Hey, I'm glad. I'm glad you called me. What's up, Queen Stylist? Oh, are we going forward today? Or are we going backwards? I think it's forward. It's forward today, ain't it? I think it's forward. Let me check. I think we're going forward today. I think that's what we're doing. Let's see real quick. Studio. Content. Live. What's up? Let's see. Yeah, it was 40-40. So that was probably in the middle. Which one? Let's see, ones that I responded to. I think it was ones yeah, ones I responded to. So, Pisces 155. So I went forward. All right. Yeah, I went forward. Ha! Okay, so we're going backwards today. Cool. All right, so we're going backwards, y'all. So we're going to get started. Let's start with Pisces. Hey, what's up, Silent Priestess? You caught me. Caught me this time. All right, so who's going to win you over next? So anyway, when I was doing this, I was thinking about like more business, professional wise, or just in general. But like I'm gonna read it as if it's romance, but just kind of make it fit wherever you want it to fit when it comes to like just life in general. All right, I'm gonna try my best to kind of generalize it instead of it just being love. All right, so who's gonna win you guys over next? So it might be somebody who's hard to deal with. Let's see. All right, so it's gonna be somebody you guys will come to a resolution with. Could be somebody with a large following or part of like a large group, or it's going to become somebody who's going to be close friends with you guys. You're going to have a deep bond with them. Some of y'all maybe turn into like sexual because it's going to start off with a maybe like an unusual pairing between y'all. So it's maybe somebody who's not your usual type, or it's maybe like a relationship dynamic that's not your usual type that like maybe like airs outside of like tradition for whatever tradition is for you or whatever is like regular for you. However you do your relationship dynamics, it's not going to play that way. This is going to be something that's maybe a little bit I was going to say futuristic in a way, but now I don't know, maybe because we do got the eighth house here too. So 11th house, eighth house. This is going to be a relationship that's going to help you guys build up in status, and the quality of partners that you guys are going to deal with, because you guys are going to have deeper levels of intimacy, and you guys are going to be friends. And like so, even if it doesn't last long, this will be somebody who will stay in your life for a while, and you guys will at least keep a friendship or keep some type of cordiality, or always have each other's betterment in mind. Like you'll have each other's best. You know what I mean? Like I have your best wishes in mind, or I have my best intentions for you here on out. So after y'all get together, so it's maybe somebody who comes about, like I said, as a friend, or comes along who joins in as like I don't know, part of your social circle. Maybe they like do group activities. Maybe they throw, I would say, maybe they throw events. Maybe they are just very like social. They talk to a lot of people. So it's gonna be somebody who's gonna be a deep connection with y'all, a life changing connection. All right. So maybe a friend that stays a friend forever, or a romantic partner that like stays around forever. I got Aquarius, I got Scorpio. This would be somebody who you guys can come up off of. So like after this relationship, you guys should be in a better position in life. That much I will say. All right. So Two of Swords. All right, so I guess this is somebody who's, so this may be somebody who doesn't really put up a lot of fight or doesn't put up a lot of energy. They may be acted uninterested or acted like indifferent. They may seem as if they don't really care too much what's going to happen between y'all. So they don't really seem to put up a lot of effort or put up a lot of fight. Could be Aries, could be a Pisces. They just hang around. So this is somebody who probably isn't going to cause any like issues in your life. You know what I mean? Like they don't really contest anything that you like. I don't know. They kind of go along with it. Is what I'm trying to say. So like they don't really have like a fight in any situation. They're just very tolerant of you. They may not like care for some of the stuff that you do, but they don't really say too much. So you'll like that this isn't somebody who like is always like trying to prove a point or always trying to undermine you or always trying to like have you in your head. This isn't somebody who's doing that. They're not like competitive with you or trying to like, I don't know, take you off your square. They're not that type of person. So you'll like that about them. All right. Also, you'll like that they don't take themselves so seriously or that they don't take the relationship so seriously. So it doesn't feel like there's like responsibilities to dealing with this person. You know what I mean? They may already have their life. Somebody, because we got the Emperor here, so some of y'all they may already have their life intact. You know what I mean? And then for others of you, this may be somebody who just intends to come into your life to like make sure that your life gets better. You know what I mean? So they may just kind of come into your life just for that reason. And that might be really why you guys keep them or have them around because they'll increase the quality of life around you. Could be a Virgo, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Aries. All right, so they may be. I would say they may have like seeing issues. So maybe like they have issues with. I don't know. Maybe they wear glasses, but not. They have like seeing issues, which could be like nearsighted, farsighted, cross-sighted. You know what I mean? Maybe they have a lazy eye. I kind of was getting the vibe of them like having something wrong with their eyes. Maybe just like I don't know. Maybe they have like a nervous twitch or something or some shit like that. So so it's gonna be somebody who's gonna invite you guys to do something together. They're gonna invite you into their inner world or allow you guys to be closer to them than they would with others. They'll express vulnerabilities. They'll tell you parts about themselves that they never share with other people. So you're gonna feel special. You know what I mean? You're gonna feel like this person has singled you out of everybody else. You know what I mean? And because we got the High Priestess here and the Emperor, this could be somebody who you guys may view as like out of your league, or they're gonna look at you as out of their league. One of the two. So they may look at you as out of their league, because that might be what it is. You know what I mean? And they may that might be why they idolize you. That might be why they treat you this way. You know what I mean? Where they look past some of your flaws. They don't try to undermine you. They don't try to like dig up your past. They don't even try to like cause any type of strife with y'all. You know what I mean? So this is somebody who low key will look past you taking advantage of them. So I can see why you guys would like. That's why they would win you over, because like they probably know you be on some bullshit, but they're like, all right, I don't really care. They look right past it. They don't even care. You know what I mean? It's like I'm gonna be with you, or you know what I mean? I'm just like somebody who's loyal. I'm just gonna be with you. That's it. I'll just be with you through the. Oh, it's because eighth house. They're gonna be with you through like the thick and thin, through the ugliest parts. So this could be anything: betrayals, cheating, kids, loss of money. This would be somebody who would just be around because they feel some type of deep connection with y'all. You know what I mean? What's up, C Mizzle? What's up? Who was that? Who says no? What's up, Kim? Hey, what's up, 7K? Hey, what's up there, Goddess? Is me. All right, so yeah, somebody who doesn't, they will not put up much of a fight with you. So like whatever, pretty much like whatever you say goes, they just be all right with it. You know what I mean? Or if they're not really quite sure about it, they just may not like engage. You know what I mean? So they won't really like, they won't. I'm gonna say this is somebody who won't try to like use their authority or use the control or like the status of their like influence over you. They don't do that. You'll like that. They do take charge though. You'll like that. There's somebody who will take charge in situations where you're not, maybe where they feel like maybe you should do something. So maybe they'll take action before you, but they ain't gonna bring it up. They just do it. You know what I mean? So you'll like that. You know what I mean? It just kind of like, to them, it's just like part of the process when it comes to a relationship. It's just how it is. So it's gonna start off for some of y'all as like friends, and then it's gonna go deeper, and they'll just be around for forever because y'all have a real bond or a real connection that goes past the superficial. Because we got the High Priestess here too, so it'll go past the superficial. It'll go into like a deeper level of intimacy, trust, security, a natural knowing of each other, you know what I mean? And a natural knowing of like human nature or just relationships in general, how humans are, how people are, you know what I mean? How relationship dynamics are. You'll just kind of like understand it, you know what I mean? This is somebody who doesn't really have that awareness, you know what I mean? So like you'll understand it, but they may not, you know what I mean? Or vice versa, one of the two. Somebody's not going to understand or be aware of like the other person and like some of their moves or some of their behaviors. They just kind of like, you know what I mean? They don't even look at it. They just think like that maybe is like a growing phase or a growing period. They may kind of just look at you don't know no better, or they, you know what I mean? Or you may look at this person as like they don't know no better. So you may like that they're like younger, maybe like naive, not really like wise to the world. Because some of y'all, they are younger, and then others of you are older. So if they're older, they're gonna like that. You're more naive and not like as knowing of everything as they are. And if they're younger than you, then they're gonna be someone who's very naive, and you're gonna like that because you may be able to teach them stuff. You can like have more power, more authority in the relationship. You know what I mean? They go along with whatever your plans are. They don't really know what direction to even go in, so they don't put up much of a fight anyway. They be like, all right, that's what you said. You know what I mean? They listen to you. This is somebody who looks at you as guidance in a way. You know what I mean? So, or at least looks at you as like wise counsel, somebody who can hold their own. You know what I mean? So like they hold on to like whatever you say as like, okay, this may be true. You know what I mean? So could be an Aries, could be a Pisces, could be a Taurus, could be a Virgo, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be a Libra, could be a Leo. All right. So some of y'all, maybe somebody you guys blocked and gave up on though. I just need to say that too, because I also see the Ten of Swords. So it could be a Gemini, maybe somebody you guys blocked or just stopped like talking to, or just like cut off communication, or just maybe like stop caring about. Because somebody who's coming back. I did want to say that if it's a past person, it's a past person that's coming back because they don't feel like they have any more influence over your life anymore. You know what I mean? But they'll be around for a while. All right. What's up? What's up, D Goddess? Hey, Chantelly. All right, let me see. Aquarius. I wonder, so Scorpio probably going to pop up. Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces. Those same signs got to show up. All right, so Aquarius. It's going to be, again, 11th house. So this may be somebody who you guys have issues with, but 11th house is also agreements, tolerance of like dealing with other people's maybe values, beliefs, systems, philosophies. You guys are understanding of that. So this is somebody who's going to be understanding of yours, but test you a lot. Because we also got opposition I've seen. So this may be somebody who like test your boundaries, test your views on things. They always make you question stuff. You know what I mean? So you're going to probably like that about them. All right. Could be a Gemini. So this is a talker, a communicator. Could be a Leo, very flirtatious. All right, so this is going to be a romantic connection. That's who's going to win y'all over. This may be more like a fun, flirty type of relationship. They're very talkative. They be like, I don't know, they be having gossip. They be having the tea. They be having like funny and witty stuff to talk about. So you're going to like them because this somebody's going to get you guys out of being bored. If you be bored. If you're not bored, this is somebody who just like is good for like exchanging ideas. They're creative. They're inspirational. They talk life into you. They give positive affirmations. That's what you're going to like. This is somebody who boosts your confidence all the time. You know what I mean? Like every time they see you, they're going to say some nice stuff to you or say something that makes you feel good about yourself. So you're going to like that. Some of y'all, it's just, like I said, it's just like a romantic relationship, but it could even be friends because fifth house can be friends, but they're usually short-term friends. So some of y'all, it's going to be a short-term. This may even be like a Casanova or a good talker, a smooth talker. You know what I mean? Somebody who's very persuasive. You know what I mean? They got like a silver tongue. You're like, damn, that sounded really good when you said that. So it must be the tone, too, like their tone, the way they talk. It talks with like conviction, or it talks with like knowing, like self-knowing of confidence. Like I know. So they're bubbly. So that's who's going to win you all over. Somebody who's bubbly and outgoing, very self-assured. You know what I mean? They're confident. So they may be into like, I don't know, maybe they have a hobby, a passion that they're into. You may like that about them too. Like they're very passionate about the things that they engage in. They're always learning or always studying it. There's somebody who's like always open to learning too. And you can learn from this person too. So you'll like that. It's like, oh, I can learn something. Yeah, they are in a prominent position. Some of y'all that work for the government, could be an Aries, could be a Taurus, or they just have like a leadership capabilities or a leadership vibe to them. You know what I mean? They just seem like they're like strong, or they just seem like they're imposing. You know what I mean? But people respect them. People give them their space. You know what I mean? So you'll like this person because they may have value systems or values or like beliefs that are different from yours, but like they stand on them. They don't fold or bend on those. You know what I mean? So you'll like that. They don't back down about those things that they believe. You're like, oh, okay. And at the same time, with the opposition earlier, it could mean that you guys do compromise. Like maybe one day you're in charge of the relationship, or like how things will go, or your word is like more bond than theirs. And then the next day it'd be that way for them. You know what I mean? Or I'm just giving you an example. It don't have to be next day. It could be the next year. It could be the next month. I don't know. This is like usually a short fling relationship, but we'll see when the tarot gets involved, because maybe the death shows up, because death could imply that you guys will stay around for a while, but we'll see. All right. Also the judgment, but we'll see. We'll see how it all play out. So some of y'all, I don't know. This could possibly be somebody who you guys maybe have kids with, because this may be also like a relationship where, because I've seen the Lovers and I've seen the Six of Wands, so it's maybe like not really a publicly known relationship. You guys may not be telling everybody that you're dealing with each other. You know what I mean? So it may be like, I don't know, maybe it's like they don't know what to do with the attention. They get options or they get choices when it comes to love. So it could be a Gemini, it could be a Leo. They just don't know what to do with their attention. You know what I mean? They're very good at like talking and winning people over, but like they don't know what to do with it when it comes their way. They just like, I don't know if they starstruck or they just be like nervous, or they don't really give me nervous. It just gives me like they don't do as much talking as they could. You know what I mean? But I guess with you, they just feel like they've known you. All right. So they maybe yeah, we got King of Wands, so it could be a Leo. So they care about y'all. That's the difference. This is somebody who's normally a player, but they care about y'all. They feel connected to y'all. So it could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of y'all, this may be a married person, because I did see the Hierophant earlier, and then I seen the King of Wands. Usually kings are men or women who are in relationships. You know what I mean? So that might be why it's just a fun time and they're very flirty. Maybe it's not even a fun time. I kind of feel like they're married. I got the Empress here. So this is somebody who hesitates because of maybe your boundaries or because of like respect. Maybe the way that you carry yourself. Maybe it's the self-respect. You know what I mean? It's like they don't feel like they can just dupe you. So that's what you may also like, is like they hesitate trying to like run game on you the way they would run on others. This is somebody who takes you seriously. So that's probably what you'll like. Like they don't just play you the way they play everybody else. Because this is somebody who could play. You know what I mean? Like they're known for getting what they want. They're very charming. They're very loving. They talk a lot. They're a gossiper. They're chat. Like people just like hearing from them. You'll like hearing from them. You'll like talking with them. You're like, damn, I like that. I like listening to this person. I like chatting with this person. You know what I mean? Like they're funny. They're entertaining. You know what I mean? And they always give you like creative ideas to like do stuff or like to find stuff for fun. You know what I mean? So this would be somebody who probably invites you to go places or tells you about places you could go, or you know what I mean? Like, yo, you can go over here. We got this party over here. Maybe they are into like parties, and you know what I mean? It just gives like a nightlife. Like this is somebody who has an active life. So you'll like that about this person. At the same time, they seem to be very secure with themselves. So like they make other people feel good about themselves when they're around. Like they're a real sense of a leader. They boost other people up. They boost other people's confidence. You know what I mean? They help other people where they may have fallen or gotten weak. You know what I mean? So you'll like this. This some of y'all may have children with this, because I've seen the Emperor here. So I mean the Empress. So we had the Emperor and the Empress. So this would be somebody who you guys are feeling like would be a good mate to you, or maybe a good parent, or a good father, a dog. I mean a good father, a good wife, or a good mother, or whatever. I don't know. However you run the game. All right. So that's what you'll feel about this person. They're very nurturing, very understanding of you. You know what I mean? And they also keep this like air of like respect. People don't just like push them or move them around or disrespect them or talk to them any type of way. You know what I mean? You'll like that about this person. They command their area or their space. They take up space and they're comfortable with it. You know what I mean? So could be a Scorpio. They may be some of y'all. They may be fair skin, because I got a lot of fair skin energy here, or like a tannish olive skin. But it could be darker. It could be whatever. But I was noticing that with the cards, like that was just really standing out. So it could be like a tanner skin, or like a pale, maybe even paler skin. So anyway, it could be a Gemini. It could be a Libra, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, Gemini, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You'll like how loving this person is towards you, and how much they care about your needs, and how much they're willing to sacrifice for you. You like all that. You know what I mean? They're generous. They're generous. You like him. I know you do, Chantel. You like him. Of course they'll win you over. That's why you like them. See, this will probably replace what's next in love, because you don't even need to know what's next in love. You just need to know who's going to win you over. Fuck that shit. Who's going to win you over, even if it was a past person? Well, how are they going to do that? Because that's all we care about. What actions you going to take? Who cares? And is it going to work? You know what I mean? Nobody cares that you came around and chatted me up. Who cares? Is it going to work? Are you about to win this person over or not? You know what I mean? Otherwise, it's a waste of time. Or maybe not. It's the experience. Now, for some of y'all, this could be a Leo, could be a Gemini. Again, this is going to be somebody who's an entertainer or a good speaker, just almost like Aquarius. So, okay, I can see why they're going to win you all over. Now it makes sense, because Aquarius. So Pisces, I'm seeing something. All right, I figured it out. All right, so anyway, Capricorn is going to be somebody who's a chatter, a flirter, a Casanova. They'll win you over, same way as Aquarius. So this is somebody who's very social, very communicative, maybe even a little shy at first, because that Gemini energy gives somebody who's shy. But like the Leo, when you start talking to them, they get super confident. You know what I mean? So this may be somebody like, once they figure out that you're attracted to them or that you're flirting with them, once they figure that out, oh, they about to turn on the show. You know what I'm saying? They about to turn it up. You about to see their true colors. So this could be somebody who's an entertainer, or somebody who's just kind of like popular, or just like maybe gets a lot of attention in general for being maybe very sexual, or just for like having a lot of sex appeal. Could be a Scorpio. All right, so this is gonna be somebody you guys are gonna be fated to meet too. We got North Node. So this may be a life lesson, or a life like a goal, or like it could be like this may be a relationship goal in a way. Like this may be somebody who actually allows you guys to feel deep levels of like fear. I mean, I know it's not like it doesn't sound positive, but I mean, when I say fear, these are things that maybe you were afraid to face because it's a Scorpio energy. So it may make you afraid, maybe makes you possessive, maybe makes you jealous, makes you feel feelings that you may be afraid of. They're going to bring up a lot of intensity in you guys because this is a lesson. You're meant to experience depth or emotional intensity. So that's why you're going to like this person, because this is going to be somebody who's going to allow you guys to feel feelings, you know what I mean, and allow you to express them. All right. And you're going to always probably want this person around. They're going to always want you around. It's going to give like an obsessive partner. That's what you guys like. Obsessive. So it's going to be more of like an obsessive partner towards y'all. They're very talkative, very sexual, because I've seen the 5th house and I've seen the Scorpio. So they're very sexual, very fun, very flirty, likes to go on dates. You know what I mean? They're not even afraid of being, like, even if it's a woman, she's not afraid to be the one to initiate the dates or to like organize the dates, because the Gemini starts off first. So the Geminis are organizers like Virgo. They're very good at planning and, you know what I mean, like setting schedules and all that shit. So this would be somebody like that who's going to be doing that. Oh, yeah, that's why you, I understand. That's why you're going to like them. Because as I'm telling you this, I'm like, I like them. What? I like them. Then, you know what I'm saying? So that's what this person, okay. We are on to something. We cooking with grease. All right. So some of y'all, this may be somebody who you guys are holding on. Some of y'all maybe somebody you guys are holding back from or having a power struggle with. I see Scorpio. I see Leo again. So it's a prideful person. It's somebody who doesn't know how to deal with shame. They don't know how to process guilt, shame, resentment, sadness, jealousy. This is, yeah, it makes sense. So you guys are going to feel those same feelings. That's why. These are emotional intensities. So you and them are going to feel these same feelings. That's where, okay, so, all right, keep that in mind. So it's a lot of Scorpio energy, which means these are deep healing connections. Ace of Cups. So you're going to feel like this person cares about you guys a lot. This is a past person. We got the World. It's definitely going to be a past person. All right, so the World's in reverse too. 4 Cups. So maybe somebody who rejected you, or who you guys rejected, or you guys just weren't like satisfied with whatever they gave you guys in the past, because the World in reverse. Or maybe they weren't satisfied by you, or you just weren't impressed by whatever they were offering you, or they weren't impressed by whatever you were giving them. One of the two. Anyway, so some of y'all, this person may have changed something about themselves, because we do got the World here. So this is somebody who's going to be trying to figure out maybe like what your needs are. Try to figure out how to heal the connection. So you're going to like that, because this is somebody who takes action, or like puts, like, I don't know, say put one foot in front of the other. They're willing to like work towards a goal with you. That's what you're going to like. You know what I mean? And this is somebody who like allows you to like make the, I'm going to say, final calls or the final decisions. You know what I mean? Like they just kind of like offer the idea, or just kind of like give it to you like, hey, what you think we should do? And it's kind of like let you be the sign off on it. So it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Gemini, Sag, Aries, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I said Gemini. Okay, so we're good. So anyway, yeah, it's to be somebody. Some of y'all, it's gonna be somebody who you guys are like probably always be at home with. I got the 4 Cups, Page of Pentacles. Like this may be somebody who like get you guys into like maybe hobbies, or get you guys to start things that you normally wouldn't have started or wouldn't have done. Like this is somebody who's gonna help you guys be an initiator. Because remember how I was saying that they'll set plans, they'll set dates. I mean, they organize shit. So this would be somebody who like helps you guys put your best foot forward. Like take action. You know what I mean? Even if it takes you a little while to get started, this would be somebody who rides you to do it. You know what I mean? So they may be successful for some of y'all because the World is here. So, or this may be somebody who's online, maybe, or they're foreign. Like they may not be like how you are. So maybe y'all philosophies of life are totally different. The way you guys view yourself in the world are totally different. You guys are like I'm gonna say like blend those together. You know what I mean? Or if it doesn't blend together, this would be somebody who opens your mind, or opens your world up to like other opportunities that weren't present to you before. Maybe you were overlooking the obvious at one time. This would be somebody who like shows you. So this could be also like somebody who like turns into like a mentor, even when it comes to like dating, romance. Like they allow you to just like express yourself and like say maybe even off the wall shit, you know what I mean? And they just kind of still just be around, you know what I mean? Like this is somebody who can see potential of it going somewhere, you know what I mean? But they don't push. Well, some of y'all they do, because we do got the Temperance in reverse, which can be somebody who pushes you sometimes, or tries to like rush you to do stuff faster than what you really want to. You know what I mean? All right. But what I do know is they'll overlook your shortcomings, or they'll overlook where you're like not at your best. You know what I mean? So let's say that you gain a little weight. Let's say that you say something stupid or have like a blonde moment. They'd be like, oh, okay. Let's say that you spent all your money. You know what I mean? Let's say that you, I don't know, keep eating like they tell you not to, or some shit, or like maybe you hurt your back, or you hurt your feet, or hurt your leg, and they'd be like, hey, you need to go to the doctor. Like this would be somebody who pressures you to do stuff that you know you should do. That's what you'll like about this person. But they don't guilt you. They don't shame you. They don't make you feel like you can't do it. You know what I mean? So That's the best part about it. It's like this is somebody who keeps giving you time at the time or chance at the chance. So like even if you guys mess up today, mess up tomorrow, mess up next year, mess up, they'll always give you a chance. That's why they're gonna win you over. So like even any mistakes that you made, they're gonna look past it like, oh okay, you did that. That was dumb, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They get upset very easily though. That's what I will say. You'll like that they get annoyed by you, but stay around. You know what I mean? Like you annoy them to no end. Because that's what the tempers is, like somebody who annoys you or somebody who like just frustrates you, but like, you know what I mean? And at times they can be ambiguous, where it's like you kind of like wonder, like, what does that mean? Like, what was that about? What was that? What was that phrase that you said? Or like, what was that action that you just took? You may just kind of like it because it makes you have to think. Makes you have to use this little nugget up here that you got. Makes you have to do stuff with it. You know what I mean? Like you're not just like a bump on the law. This person makes you get out of your comfort zone, but like not intentionally. It's just by them just being themselves. You're like, what the fuck? So, and you'll learn how to set some boundaries because the world is here in reverse. So some of y'all learn how to like, maybe you had issues speaking up, speaking your mind, getting your ideas out or getting whatever you want to do, maybe taking action on shit. This somebody's going to help you. Page of Pentacles here. It's an apprentice or a helper, a helpmate. That's what you'll like about this person. They're willing to do little stuff that you need for you. You know what I mean? Tidy, clean stuff, cook stuff maybe. I don't know, fix stuff, little stuff, nothing major. You know what I mean? Anyway. Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Sag, Aries. I seen Virgo, but also Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. Was that all the sign? No, I did not. Nope, that was not. Close. All right. So let's put these over here. Hey, sending you love back from Delaware. Thanks, Keish. Keish, they call you Keish over in Philly? What part of Philly you from? You want to say you from North? Thank you so much, Pentarina. I do my best. All right, so Sag, who's going to win you over next? Damn, I'm liking this one. This is better. I like this one better than like what's next in love. Fuck that. This one way better. All right, so again, as always, where we in? We in Taurus season now? Yeah, we in Taurus season now. Well, by Vedic, we're in Aries still. So be looking for Aries or Taurus season or Gemini season or Cancer season. Even if you're not dealing with these signs, be looking for these signs to pop out. Because that's how you'll know it'll be sometime around that area. All right, so Sag. Let's see who's going to win you over next. He said, of course they call me Keish. I'm in West Philly. You went to DSU too? I didn't go to DSU though. But I used to be up there like I did. You know what I mean? So, all right, so this is somebody who's aggressive and they talk aggressive too. How are you going to like this? I see why you're going to like this person. So we got Mercury and we got Mars. So this is somebody who's very aggressive, very assertive. They're a confident speaker, but they can also have like an aggressive tone. So you're gonna like that because that's who y'all are. Y'all talk reckless to people. Y'all just be saying whatever comes off your mouth. So this is somebody who can just get angry or just get mad and just says whatever comes into their head. They don't even really think about it too much, but they kind of do sometimes. Sometimes they can control their lips or they control their words, you know what I mean? But for the most part, this is somebody who's gonna say it like it is. All right. So it could be a Scorpio, it could be an Aries. Thank you so much. Ooh, piece of candy. So it could be a Scorpio, it could be an Aries, could be a Virgo, could be a Gemini. All right. So also it's gonna be somebody who's very curious about you guys. They're going to be more persistent with you than you will be with them. So this will be somebody who's always going to be asking questions. This is going to be somebody who's always trying to talk to you, always trying to flirt with you. They may be more, like I said, more of the initiator in the relationship. You know, they're very aggressive, very possessive over you too. This is somebody who desires you guys a lot. So it's maybe more like a sexual connection, but this could just, I don't know. I mean, it could be a sexual, it could be a teacher. It could be somebody who teaches you, inspires you, makes you like feel motivated, helps you like become more driven or maybe get more willpower in your life, or you know what I mean? Like this is somebody who encourages you though. You know what I mean? So and they're also somebody who's very protective over you. So you're gonna like that about this person. All right. They're very passionate, and it's somebody who always goes after what they desire. So that's what you'll like about them. Like they're not somebody who's just sitting around waiting on shit to happen. They going after it. You know what I mean? They're a go-getter, ambitious. You'll like that. Also, because we got Mars here too, somebody who's very sexual. They may talk kind of kinky or very freaky. So it could be a Leo. All right, so this somebody who's a chatter, talker, Gemini. All right, you'll also like this person either stays up late at night or like this, maybe you make this person nervous. Even though they're popular, somehow they're popular online. That might be what you like too. Like they got some type of status or clout. People know them. Maybe they're kind of popular on Instagram, or maybe they're just very attractive because I see the Instagram something, Instagram famous. So that would mean like they either may take very good pictures or they're very attractive or they just have some type of clout that people know them by. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm gonna let y'all know that I I appreciate y'all sitting at the cash flow, but I cannot see the I can't see the comments anymore because after somebody sent me the money, they did some dumb shit. Not you, but like the fucking. Oh, thank you, Marie. It was Marie. But now that you done sent me the money, I can't see the comments anymore. I'm so sorry. Thank y'all though. Thank you, Marie. I can't see the comments no more, y'all. So whatever y'all said, I just be like, now I'm just here by myself technically. They did it again. I sent them the review though and let them know like, hey, listen, y'all need to fix this shit. You feel what I'm saying? But you know what I do at the end of this? I do be reading the comments. I be reading all the chats because like I be missing them, so I be like looking now and see what be going on because there be some shit in here sometimes. Anyway, it's a little ramble. All right, so yeah, this would be somebody who's also very forgiving of you guys as well. You know what I mean? They get jealous very quickly, and maybe if they see other people talking to you, like this would be somebody who kind of stakes claim to y'all like instantly. That might be what you guys like about them. Yeah, Knight of Cups. They're moody too. Very charming, very persuasive. They're generous when they want to be. Usually they're generous when they want something, and they're very persuasive with it when they show up too. But like if they don't want nothing, then it may be hard to talk to this person. Or if they're not in the mood maybe for love or for sex or for affection, then it may be hard for you to talk to this person. Or if you guys aren't doing whatever you guys would do collectively together, then they're not like, you know what I mean? They don't really answer too much, you know what I mean? So this could be somebody who's like, oh, maybe a little shy at first with you, or a little bit timid with you at first. I get that vibe because of the Gemini energy with the Mercury. So they may be kind of like just at first just chatty with you, maybe a little like standoffish in a way, or just a little nervous in a way with you. So you'll like that about them. You know what I mean? And they kind of know themselves. So this is somebody who's like understands who they are. So they're not trying to be anybody else. You'll like that. But this is the thing though. They can be who they are by themselves, but like around you, they start to take on who you are. Take on some of your personality traits. Because it's the Knight of Cups in reverse, which can be somebody who's a shapeshifter sometimes, kind of like the Magician, but this is like more for like romance or for like companionship. So this is somebody who will try to be what you want them to be. So they may take on your phrases, or you may take on their phrases. Like you guys may share and swap lingo, you know what I mean? Or share and swap ideas, or share and swap strategies. You know what I mean? Like this is somebody who can kind of like talk back and forth about things, and this is somebody who gives you like good clarity, or gives you like the inspiration, or just the motivation to do shit. You know what I mean? Same way with Capricorn, but like this is somebody who like doesn't, they also can like glaze over your flaws. They kind of like are an enabler at times. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you may not necessarily be always right, but like this person to kind of go along with it anyway. You're like, yeah, you know, you right, babe, or you right, bro, or sis. You know what I mean? Like they kind of go along with it. You know what I mean? Anyway, we got they're not the most affectionate though. That's what I want to tell y'all. Like they're sometimey with it. Some days they do want hugs, some days they don't want hugs. Any of that shit. You know what I mean? Then other days they like, you know what I mean? We got Leo, we got Capricorn, we got Libra. So some of y'all, this may be somebody who at first you guys are like on the fence about, because we got 2 swords in reverse. Or this is going to be somebody who's on the fence about you at first. You know what I mean? So there's going to be like a attraction to them because they got confidence. You'll like it. The way they talk just like seems like they're so self-assured. They seem like they're going to go make whatever it is happen. And they may even like have like these unrealistic expectations at times. You may like that. That's what you may like. Like they may have also like a philosophical way of seeing the world too. You know what I mean? You may not agree with it because this could be somebody who brings up a lot of tension. And you guys may have a lot of ego battles or have like a lot of arguments because of the Mars and the Mercury. This could be like somebody who brings up a lot of tension, causes a lot of frustration in you. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, there's somebody who like doesn't want you to leave them alone and won't leave you alone. You know what I mean? They're a lover. They're a romancer at heart. They just don't always act that way. You know what I mean? They may act more like a toxic or a fuck boy or a fuck girl. They may act more like a hoe, literally, like a floozy. Maybe they sleep around. Or they may just kind of give you the impression that they do. Like you may be kind of undecided about them because of the way they carry themselves. You'd be like, you give me like fuck boy or thought energy. I don't know. You know what I mean? So, you know, or they just kind of, they give you a vibe of like, maybe I shouldn't be dealing with this person. Like they could be kind of toxic. You know what I mean? What you'll also like, though, is that they never leave you alone. They may annoy you and frustrate you very easily, but, like, they never leave you alone. And you may like that. You know what I mean? Because it's somebody who always consistently tries to win you over, consistently tries to pursue you or tries to, like, persuade you. You know what I mean? They try to swoon you, seduce you over and over and over again. This is somebody who never stops. They're like, oh, I'm always going to try to do that. Or this like, you know. And at times what they really like is, like, having to cling to you or having to, like, emotionally need you. It's somebody who kind of likes to need you in a way, or needs like once you're like affection. They like to win your affection, or they like to win your approval. So you'll like that about this person. You know what I mean? They're a pleaser. This is a pleaser. All right. So it could be a Libra, it could be a Pisces, could be a Sag, could be a Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo. All right. They are attractive too, you guys. I said that? I did say that, right? I did. This is really making me sad because now I wish I knew what y'all was saying. I know y'all saying stuff and I can't even see it. All right, can we get this out of here? Man, what would happen if I just like refreshed it? Would it end my life? I wonder. It's so sad. Makes me sad. Hold on, let me see. Can y'all see this? Can you see this? And then what happens? Let me see. Alright, I did that. Now this is such a stupid ass app. There's the fucking stupid ass StreamYard. Alright, I gave you those signs. I'm sorry, y'all. They just pissed me off though, because like, why the fuck? Every fucking time. Alright, anyway, Scorpio. Who's gonna win you guys over? This is gonna be somebody who's probably gonna be a significant relationship in your life. Could be a Libra, could be a, I forgot. I don't know, but I've seen Libra, 7th house. So it could be a Libra. All right, this may be a friend that stays around for a while, or even just a romantic partner. It could be either or. 7th house is relationships. This would be somebody who sacrifices for y'all. So it could be a Pisces. It's a dreamer. Could be a Gemini. So this is somebody who'd be like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over y'all. All right, so you'll like this person. Very talkative too. And this is somebody who like has like these far out ideas at times, or like lives in this like little fantasy world of their own. They seem like a blonde, not a blonde. My bad. Let me not say that, because you could be blonde and not be ditzy. My bad. Let me not say that. So you could just be. They give like a ditziness sometimes, or like they could be very smart, but like sometimes they just kind of like be dumb as shit. You be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You just dumb for no reason. But they don't be really dumb. They just be really smart. It's just like they just be having these little brain fogs, or maybe that's what it is. They also be like spacing out a lot. So maybe this is somebody who like at one time, maybe you guys are talking in the conversation and then they just be like, you be like, did you hear me? Huh? Man, I just said all that and you were spaced out. So they could also be very creative too, just like an artsy person, you know what I mean? Or at least somebody who's like into like making stuff happen. Like they try to bring their dreams into reality. They always have a lot of like far out dreams, or like all these like wild scenarios. Maybe somebody who always like has these like crazy ass scenarios and ask you what you think about. Like you'll like it because it's somebody who kind of like makes your mind stretch, or makes your mind expand, or makes you kind of like into like more like a fairy tale at times. And they idolize you. You'll like that. They kind of look up to you, or they like look past your flaws. You'll like that. They just allow you to be yourself. Could be a Leo, could be a Pisces. Yeah, definitely. This is somebody who idolizes you guys. They may be low key popular in some way, or just very conceited. Even though even if they're not getting a lot of attention, this is somebody who's very conceited anyway. You know what I mean? They have like softer features too, like a softer face, or like a rounder, smoother face, almost. You know what I mean? So like their face is kind of like tender, man or woman. It's a tender face. You know what I mean? So maybe it's like maybe it's like baby face cut, or I don't know, maybe, or just their face just looks young. Even if they're older, I guess their face just kind of looks young. You know what I mean? They look a little young face motherfucker. All right, so it could be a Pisces. So it's gonna be a secretive relationship. You guys are gonna like this. This person also keeps your secrets. You guys may, so this may be like a nighttime affair thing. So you may like this person as like a sneaky link. Cause they kind of let you get away with whatever. You know what I mean? They don't really say too much about anything. They tend to like look past your flaws, look past whatever stuff that you have going on. There's somebody who also knows who they are and they're confident in it. You know what I mean? They know who they are, so like they're down with whatever you're down with. You know what I mean? This is also somebody who helps you guys realize stuff about yourself. You know what I mean? So they may like hype you up at times. You know what I mean? This could be also an enabler. I get that vibe of them being an enabler because they're very romantic. Even if y'all are just friends, there's somebody who allows you just to be yourself. They don't mention your secrets. They don't mention your flaws. You know what I mean? They kind of like tell you what you want to hear a lot of times. A lot of times they're going to tell you what you want to hear. You know what I mean? Because it's somebody who doesn't ever want you to feel guilt or shame, or doesn't want you to ever feel embarrassed. You know what I mean? They want you to always feel confident or self-assured. You know what I mean? So this would be somebody who does tell you the truth in situations, like, but they tell it to you one-on-one. They'll never embarrass you in front of people. You know what I mean? This is somebody who has like a care about y'all. They'll willingly sacrifice for you. You know what I mean? And they worry about y'all like, y'all like that. They worry about y'all. So they try to show up as like a savior for y'all. They're always like trying to figure things out for you, or always trying to like give you like inspiration. Maybe they send you texts, quotes, reels, like, you know what I mean? Like spiritual shit and all that shit. They be trying to like make y'all feel like, I don't know, wise, or give you clarity on situations. This would be somebody who like maybe even like, I would say it's going to have a deep connection to this person because the moon is here. But you may kind of sometimes question why this person like sees you in this light. Like, why do they treat you this way? Why do they feel this way about you? You're just gonna like it because you may not really know why, and they may not really even be able to express it. Like, they may tell you some good stuff for like what you want to hear. Like, maybe they tell you you're attractive, maybe they tell you you're funny, maybe they tell you you're smart as hell, maybe they tell you you'll be rich, maybe they just kind of tell you what you want to hear. You know what I mean? And you'll just like it because like this is a flatterer, so you'll like it. You know what I mean? Six of Swords. So this may be a past person that y'all let go of. Could be a Capricorn, could be Aquarius. So you're gonna like that they see you as a trophy, or you're gonna like that they see you as like worthy of whatever, of their time, of their resources. This is somebody you're gonna find attractive because they have like gentler features, like a soft ass face. It's a Piscean beauty. It's like it's beautiful. It's like, I don't know, that's like ethereal, or like, I don't know, they just kind of seem like they're young. Even if they're old, they just kind of have like a never, almost like a Capricorn way where they never aged. But it's going to be like, maybe they've aged, but like it's gracefully, but it's like, I don't know, they just look good. That's what I can say. They look good. You'll find them appealing because Piscean energy could be something that's like transformed into how you like it. So this would be somebody who does that, tries to be what you would like them to be. You know what I mean? Almost like Sagittarius. All right. So this would be somebody who maybe even tries to marry y'all because of the Ace of Swords, or like tries to propose. Maybe they're the one that initiates, you know what I mean, like the conversation between y'all. So you'll like that. If it's a man or even if it's a woman, you'll like that they initiate. They're the one that doesn't mind texting first, or they don't mind calling first. Like, they see you in a higher light. This is somebody who sees you as like they idolize you. They see you as the bee's knees. You know what I mean? So you may even view this person the same way, because I seen the Hangman earlier, and I see the Piscean energy here too. So you may view this person as like maybe one of the best partners you've had, or like a wish come true. You know what I mean? Because this is somebody who doesn't make you feel bad for being who you are. You know what I mean? And when you're wrong in situations, they clear it up for you, and they don't embarrass you in front of people. You'll like that. You'll like it. You'll like it. You know what I mean? They share a lot with you. Sometimes they overgive with you guys. You'll like that shit too. So this is like somebody who overshares of themselves. Like they don't get easily embarrassed, or they have like tough skin. So like they can tell you stuff that like would normally be something that everybody else would feel shame or guilt for. They'll tell you, oh yeah, I went through that before. I used to have to sell my ass for crack rock. You'd be like, what? You sold your ass? They're like, yeah, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? I had to do it, you know. I'm just saying, they may not say some shit like that, but like they'll say some shit that make you realize like, oh damn, this person has had some experience, or this person does understand life in a certain way that I never imagined them to. This will be somebody who helps you face your fears too, because they just make you believe you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You're like, all right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Watch me do it. That's them. All right. So it could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Could be a Capricorn. Could be Aquarius. Could be a Pisces. They may be a good speaker. Like, it's maybe somebody who's like a great speaker, or a very vivid talker, a very vivid communicator. They can like explain details and rhetorics, and they can explain lesson plans or whatever. They can explain very well. This is a good communicator. All right. So anyway, Gemini, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Pisces, Gemini, Pisces, Pisces. A lot of Piscean energy. So you're gonna like this person idolizes you and doesn't see you as doing any wrong. You know what I mean? He's like, you can do what you want to do. You all right. You good. You good, Squirt. You're like that. Mm-hmm. So Libra. Libra. Who's gonna win you over next? Who's gonna win you over next? All right, could be another Libra. All right, this person gonna win you all over with a relationship. All right, could be a Capricorn, could be a Libra. All right, so this is somebody they're gonna win you over because they're very structured or very disciplined. This is somebody who has boundaries, rules. They know how to structure a relationship, or they know how to like reciprocate when it comes to connections, or when it comes to like your values or how you want stuff done. All right, so this is somebody who's very like down to earth. All right, very charming, very pleasing to the eye aesthetically, because we got Libra energy starting off first. So you're gonna find them attractive because maybe the way that they dress, maybe the way that they carry themselves. They give off an air of respect, or an air of like in charge in some way. So you may like this person takes charge in the relationship because you guys are being Libras. But this is also somebody who allows you to too, because we got 7th house. So you guys may like fluctuate with the dynamic of power. Like, this isn't one person who's like a They're not like a tyrant. You know what I mean? So this would be like somebody who like maybe one day, almost like an opposition, where one day they take charge and then one day you take charge, or you guys are like splitting the duties of the relationship because of the seventh house. So some of y'all may be a relationship that leads to a marriage or just like a long-term partnership or a long-term friendship, because the seventh house could be friends too. So we gotta say that. It's maybe somebody who gets you involved in like business or joint endeavors. Oh, you'll like that they always want to do stuff with y'all. That might be it too. You know what I mean? Like they always want to do stuff as like a team or like as a couple or as like friends. Like come on, let's go do this. Like, or they always down the ride. I kind of feel that way too. Capricorn or Saturn isn't really down like to always ride, but maybe this person is. Like this would be somebody who like tries to like not cause any strife or cause any issue in the relationship. They try to like balance out whatever you do. You know what I mean? So you may like, you know what I was gonna say? You may like that they're like a tit for tat type of person. So they may be a little petty. You may like that tit for tat. You know what I mean? Friends, like, you know what I mean? Friends or even lovers. All right. So yeah, you're like how like this is somebody who helps you grow. All right. They encourage you to grow. And you guys will feel like two peas in a pod. We got Scorpio and we got the world. So it could be Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Capricorn. All right. So you'll like this person has world experience, or that this person maybe is successful, or that people know this person, or that people like have, people feel like you may like them, that people know this person, or that it just feels comfortable. Like this may be somebody who feels like they're from like around your way, even if you guys aren't like from the same area. You may feel like they're like from around your way, or you may feel like you guys have maybe experienced the same things. It kind of seems like you guys have been down the same path together, even if you guys haven't done it together. It just feels like that. You know what I mean? So it may feel kind of faded, or feel like you guys are like maybe past life soulmates or past life friends, or like even if it's a brand new person, you just feel like I already know them. You guys can just get comfortable with each other. It's a familiarity with each other. All right. So what you'll like is this person doesn't see obstacles. They don't see any like blockages when it comes to stuff that they want, and they're always willing to share with you. You know what I mean? This is a generous person. It's a giving person. This is somebody who gives though in a way where it could be useful for you. So it could be an Aries. All right. So some of y'all, somebody who you guys used to live with or used to have that type of connection with. So it's maybe like a reconciliation because of the Six of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. I mean, Four of Wands. Somebody else could be like a reconciliation that you guys are having, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like a meetup. Yeah. So some of y'all, it's like you guys had a non-traditional relationship because we got we got the Hierophant in reverse. Ten of Swords. So you guys had this. Some of y'all, somebody who you guys had an ending with. You know what I mean? And then you guys reconciled or came back together, and then got past the hardship. So this is somebody who makes you guys happy, but like, or you make them very happy, but they have issues expressing like their feelings. And I don't got no cups. I got the Sun, I got Swords, I got Ace of Swords, I got Page of Pentacles, no cups. So this is somebody who doesn't do a great job of expressing their, oh, you guys don't have like a lot of emotions with this person. Not saying you guys don't care about each other, but like you guys are doing like maybe what's like reasonable or sensible. Like y'all relationship will make sense. Whatever y'all are doing together is like, it's gonna make sense. This like we're doing this for stability, or we're doing this for practical reasons. So the relationship, you'll like it because you guys are building towards maybe the same goal, having the same agenda in mind. You'll like that. Whatever you like, and this will be somebody who goes along with your plan. You'll go along with their plan. It just goes back and forth. It's like a healthy medium of going back and forth. What's your plan today? Okay, this is my plan. You want to do this together? All right, we can do this and do this and this. You know what I mean? And at the same time, Saturn is also a house of like independence. So this, but like this is somebody who's like more like a father figure, or even if it's a woman, they're more like a masculine figure, or more like a dominant figure. So like this may be somebody who usually takes the lead, or usually just like opts to do things on their own, and maybe you just join them. Or it could be the other way around. You know what I mean? If you're the leader and you're always in charge, then they'll just follow you around. You know what I mean? And they'll just go along with it. They just kind of add a little bit more structure to whatever you guys got. You know what I mean? So like maybe you come up with a plan, they'd be like, okay, we need to do this and this, so it just makes sense for us as a whole. You'll like that. You'll like it. It's like a boss vibe, but like gentle. Like it's like, imagine your boss allowing you to just kind of come and go as you please or do what you want. But like when it's time to like crunch time, they're like, hey, Libra, I need you to lock in. You're like, okay. And then that's it. They don't be on your ass. I mean, well, Saturn could be somebody who's on your ass. So let me not say that. They probably could be on your ass. So you may like that. This may be somebody who pushes you too. Like, yo, look, you need to do this. You need to do this. They give like a stern parent figure, man or woman, like a stern parent figure. You just want to like, you want their approval, or you just want their respect, or their admiration. So, and this would be somebody who like wants the same from you. So you'll feel that. You know what I mean? They inspire you. We got a star here. So it's maybe somebody who takes care of their body. Some of y'all, they may be a model, or they just may be like very attractive in that way. Maybe they're popular online because it's the star. Or they could be a celebrity. You know what I mean? Maybe they're like, some of y'all, they used to be a party guy or party girl because of the Four of Wands in reverse. So they used to be a party guy, party girl. You know what I mean? But this is somebody instantly felt comfortable with you guys, or instantly seen. I'm gonna say forever, but maybe not forever. The star sometimes give me like a forever thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like this could be my one and only. This could be all I've ever wished for. You know what I mean? So this could be that, or this could be somebody who recently had a glow up. They gotten stronger, or they gotten their, I don't know, maybe gotten their body together, or gotten structured, or maybe they've gotten their confidence up. You know, they maybe have more willpower. It seems to be somebody who's strong because we got the star and the strength upright. All right. So you'll like that this person like tries to convince you to like love them in the way that they want to love. So they're they're charming and persuasive. So you'll like it. Like the way they go about it isn't like overly pushy. It's very like almost subtle. It's like, it's not even like an insinuation. It's almost like they try to, this is somebody who tries to love you in the way that they want to be loved first. You know what I mean? So that way you can see how they want to be loved. You know what I mean? And then they want you to reciprocate it. But they just don't do a good job of talking. We got Ace of Cups here, but it's in reverse. So that's your first water. Ace of Cups in reverse. You know what I mean? And there's somebody who doesn't like to do a lot of fighting either, or doesn't like to like try to prove their point. You know what I mean? So there's somebody who doesn't try to like one up you, or doesn't try to undermine you. You'll like that. Like they don't try to go against whatever you got going on. They don't try to like dig your back up or dig up old shit or bring up old shit with you. This is somebody who's like a forgive and forget type of person. So you'll like that. You know what I mean? But with the Libra energy too, this can be somebody who like, you know, does back to you what you did to them. So they do be like a vengeance is mine type of person. But maybe y'all like that. Y'all are Libras. All right. It'll be a good partnership for y'all because y'all will get stronger. You guys will gain your confidence. You know, you may heal your body or heal insecurities that you guys were once dealing with. Maybe you were having instability in previous relationships. This is somebody who will knock that out the park. You ain't even gotta worry about that. They're big on relationships, or they're big on like structure when it comes to their connections. All right. So it could be a Capricorn, could be a Libra, could be Aquarius, could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Libra, Aries, Aquarius. All right. If it's a past person, they're trying to renew the connection with y'all and come to some type of compromise or negotiate with y'all. You know what I mean? And they'll keep their integrity, or they'll keep their word, whatever way that is. All right. So who is it? So you'll like this person as an emotional person. Could be a Cancer. Could be a Libra. You'll like their aesthetic too. And you'll like that they're more of a people pleaser. This is somebody who tries to please you more. This is what y'all like, Virgo. You know, this is the person going you over. Somebody who you'll like is that they'll try to please you more. This is somebody who wants you to be happier. Though you may want to do the same for them because you'll care about them. They'll bring out your maternal side, man or woman. They'll bring out your maternal side where you'll just want to nurture this person, and they'll want to do the same to you. They'll just want to take care of your needs. They just want to see you comfortable. They just want to know that you're happy, feel safe. You know what I mean? And it's almost like they intuitively know what you need. So you'll like that about this person. You're like, damn, this person really thinks about me. It makes you feel seen. I get it. All right, so who's going to win you over next? Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be an Aries. So this is somebody who's very aggressive, very assertive. This may be somebody who's new to y'all, or this would be somebody who you guys are getting to know all over again. They're going to be a caretaker to y'all. So this would be somebody who's always there thinking about your needs, like emotional, receptive, just nurture. I said nurturing already? Yeah, I said that. Very tenacious towards you or for you. You know what I mean? Just like a protective person, aggressive, territorial. This is my person, Virgo. You know what I mean? Like this is somebody who like stakes claim to you. You know what I mean? And they're also somebody who like acts like a mother, or acts like any other man. They act like a mother, or act like a mother hen, where they're clucking and always like, you know what I mean, like looking for stuff that they need to do for you. You know what I mean? Like, they take the lead. This is an initiator. It's a self-starter. You'll like they have independence too. And you'll like that they can take care of themselves. So that's why they're able to do it for you. Because it's somebody who can take care of themselves and they're willing to do it for you. You're like, oh, I like that. You know what I mean? You'll like how they take care of themselves too. They just kind of give you a vibe of maybe like your mother, or like a mothering figure. Maybe or they just kind of teach you how to nurture yourself. It could even be that. Maybe they take you, like give you the confidence to start taking care of yourself in a way that you always needed to do. So this may be somebody who helps you get reorientated with your body. Maybe they help you like get into like eating better, dieting. Maybe they help you to get active. Maybe they like show you different experiences. Like this is somebody who's a go-getter as well. And they're not afraid to like follow their impulses. So you're going to learn that because the Cancer energy is here, which means they're very intuitive as well. So you're going to like that about this person. Like, damn, this person just knows what to do. And you know what I mean? And you'll know what to do because of this person. Like, you'll be able to trust your feelings to do what you need to do. So, oh yeah, of course, you're going to like them because you're not going to have to overthink. This is somebody who's really impulsive or really like passionate about the stuff that they desire. They're driven and nothing's going to stop them from getting it. They're ferocious. So it's maybe, like I said, this may be a protector. This may be like I don't know, some of y'all could be taller, but if not, they're like bulkier. You know what I mean? Even if it's a woman, she's like has a solid frame. So she's not like a pushover. You know what I mean? So you'll like that about them. I can see green. Who is that? Thank you so much. Ooh, piece of candy. I can't see the comment, but I can see there's green there. Thank you so much. All right, so this is somebody who has a lot of like family vibe. They like family, or they like relationships. They like love. They like giving love. They like expressing love. They like receiving love. They're affectionate. They can take it and they can give it. You know what I mean? So that's what you'll like about this person. They're gonna also feel like a sense of home. So, and they may even be a little loud too. I don't know if you guys like that, but they may be a little loud. Maybe it's around you. They get loud. You know what I mean? And it seems like every day they got some type of mission that they need to go on, or some type of like plan. They got like maybe it's a routine or a schedule. They got something like lined up. Could be an Aries, could be a Gemini. They always got something lined up, but they're also willing to change, or they're also open to like other interpretations or other like information. If there's other ways to see things, they're open to it. You know what I mean? So like this is somebody who's open-minded to your perspective on things. So this is somebody who will listen to you. Like, okay, I hear what you're saying. They listen to what you say. They interpret. I mean, they internalize it, and then they make their own little call on it. And a lot of times they like the way that you think. That's what you'll like about this person. They like your way of like problem solving. They like how you figure things out. They'll like your self-sufficiency, and you'll like that they like encourage it. That's what you'll like. They don't try to lock you down. This isn't somebody who tries to take your freedom away from you, or because we got the lockdown in reverse. So this isn't somebody who tries to take your freedom away from you or your sense of independence. It's somebody who allows you to be free, be who you are, go after the things you want. They hype you up to do that. You know what I mean? And then even if you don't like achieve it when you want to, this is somebody who nurtures you right back. Like this is somebody who already kind of knows where you're going to or knows where you can be. So like this is somebody who like keeps your self-esteem high. All right. 10 of Wands. They don't put any obligations on you or any burdens on you. You know what I mean? But they like that you need them. And you'll like that. Or they create situations where they need you. So like they try to make it seem like they need you at times, maybe where they don't need you. Like, so you may like that where you get to be more of a nerd. Like I said, some of y'all's gonna give you more of like that maternal feeling where like you may not need to do it, but like this person be like, babe, can you make a sandwich? Babe, can you clip my toenails? Babe, can you, or they come to you in that light, like, babe, I'll run your bath for you. Or, you know what I mean? Like, it can be romantic in that way, but it's more like a nurture. So like when you're sick, this would be somebody who brings you ginger tea, or you know, if it gives you cough syrup or whatever, I don't know, whatever you take. You know what I mean? You're Virgo, so you guys may most likely do like natural remedies, but whatever. You know what I mean? Like this is somebody who isn't afraid to like try to figure out like what's wrong. Like this is somebody who, like if the vibe is off with you a little bit, they try to figure it out. They try to lift your spirits at all times. So this is somebody who's probably had like a dark night of the soul themselves, or been through a time of like self-doubt, guilt, shame, not knowing what their next step was, not knowing if they're like making the right actions or taking the right. This is somebody who like will continue to push you or continue to like promote you or continue to like dedicate time, energy, and all that into you. You know what I mean? But it also kind of seems from the outside looking in like they're not even pressed. You'll really feel like this person isn't even pressed to make anything happen or get anything from you. They do want something, but like you won't feel like it. You know what I mean? You won't feel like it. They just want you to feel comfortable or feel safe or to feel heard, you know what I mean? Or feel loved. That's all this person really wants. That's what you'll like about this person. They have a lot of awareness and they're going to like share that with you, or at least like help you expand your awareness of maybe the world and your place in it. So you'll feel at home with yourself a lot more around this person. That's what you'll like. You'll always feel comfortable just being you and going after the stuff you want. They'll encourage it. Do that, do that, do that, do it. You'll like that. All right. So it could be a Cancer, could be a Gemini, could be a Sag, could be a Cancer, could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Cancer. Oh, I do want to say some of y'all, this could be a past person that you guys put down. It didn't go anywhere. The relationship didn't go anywhere at the time. If it's a past person, they realized that maybe they were blaming you for something that was their fault. So sometimes the Nine of Swords could be like a self-realization of like, okay, I see something about me that maybe I need to change. So that's what you'll like about this person. If it's a past person, they're not doing the same shit. They're not blaming you for stuff that was their fault or their issues. You know what I mean? They take responsibility or accountability. So you'll like it. Oh shit! If it's a woman that takes accountability, my bad, yo. I didn't mean to say it like that, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So this is somebody who like can face up to their shame or face up to their guilt, but they don't have it. You know what I mean? They don't try to live under the expectation of others either, and they don't make you live that way either. So you'll like that. All right. So that's for Virgo. That was a good one. This is like amazing. This is really amazing reading. It's making my little heart bubble. I'm like, I can't believe it. They are really nice people out here. Hold on, I need a little sip. I need a little sippy stuff. Okay. All right, all right. I'm telling y'all, it's doing everything in me not to reset the band. I mean, reset this the live. I don't know if it's gonna like end the live or would it like be the same live, because I can't see the comments and I really be wanting to see the comments. I really want to see what y'all talking about. It's really pissing me off, but I don't want to like have already done half the reading and then it like cancel the reading or like, you know what I mean, end the reading. So it's like, I see comments too. I'm like, what are they saying? What are they saying? I can see I see the thumb up. I can see it a little bit. What y'all say there? Happy Easter. Who is that? That's Sarah Lewis. I can see that a little bit. Damn it. It's just so difficult. It really pissed me off with this, man. Reset it, huh? All right, I'm about to take a risk, y'all. Hold on real quick. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. I think it's going to work. If it don't work, we'll just continue from Leo on. Either which way, we'll figure it out. We'll see. Hold on. Sit tight. Ha! But it did not work. But wait, a little bit. I can see some shit. Okay, I see you, Kim. Okay, I see a little something. It's a lot better than what it just was. That was making me sad. I could reset it. Okay, I reset it. I did. Do them separately. Y'all was saying reset it. I couldn't even see y'all see reset it. All right, so I reset it. We're good. Bam. All right. So let me see. Leo, who's gonna win you over next? So y'all can still see me, right? Just making sure y'all can see me. Yeah, you can see me. I reset it so that way you know how you refresh the page, because it kind of like makes it large again, but it didn't really make it as large as I was expecting it to. But it did its best. Anyway, Leo, who's gonna win you over next? All right, who's gonna win you over next? Could be another Leo. All right, so this could be a fifth house. This could be a friend or a romantic interest. All right, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this gonna be some of y'all is gonna be somebody you guys are getting to know, and then others of y'all is gonna be somebody who's brand new to y'all. All right, so this would be somebody who like changes your 3D experience. So like I guess the way that you view the world is gonna change because this person. You guys are gonna become a lot more playful, a lot more lighthearted, less serious. You may meet this person through schooling or maybe learning or orientation, or maybe they're like kind of like the new kid on the block in some way or something like that. They're a very creative, artsy type of person as well. You'll like their practical approaches to things. Like the stuff that they say makes sense, you know what I mean? And it also makes the vibe fun even more. So like maybe the way they do stuff around you, like it kind of like increases the value of like whatever y'all are doing. You'll like that about this person. You'll like if you guys are maybe going out on a date or you guys are going out there to have fun. Maybe they brought snacks. Maybe they brought a picnic basket. Maybe they brought, like they bring useful shit. You'll like that. You're like, oh, okay, you brought that. Okay. You know what I mean? Like if we're going fishing, they brought a cooler with like ice for the fish, and then they brought a cooler with drinks, food, you know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, maybe y'all don't go fishing, but you know what I mean? Like they come with shit. You're like, damn, I like this person. Even if they're just a friend, you're gonna like that they be coming prepared. All right. So this is somebody who you guys may be able to build stability with. Some of y'all may have children with this person though. All right, or this would be somebody who, we got the death here. All right, could be a Scorpio, could be a Libra. So this may be somebody who you guys either cut off or had an ending with. This could be somebody who's like maybe even a little bit vindictive at times when their feelings are hurt. You know what I mean? So this may be somebody who's like detached from y'all, or you guys detached from right now, or you guys are not, maybe not talking to like that, or like keeping your distance from them, or they're keeping their distance from you. One or two. Could be a Cancer as well. All right, but anyway, somebody who's like very nitpicky at times. So I don't know why you would like that. Maybe you like that because it's like somebody who seems to like maybe like I don't know, be there for you or something like that. Like this is somebody who like is paid. Maybe it's like a feeling of paying attention for y'all. Because I don't understand why you would like somebody who like nags. Why would you like that? Oh, maybe it makes you feel like they care more. I don't know. Maybe because this person probably only nags when they care about stuff. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Because this may be somebody who frustrates you at time or annoys you at time because they do be nagging about shit. You're like, God damn. Like, can we just have fun? Can we just like let it be? So this may be somebody who you guys have fun with, or have like some of y'all maybe a casual relationship, but it just feels serious. You know what I mean? So like you may like that you're having fun with this person, but like they also like treat it seriously. You know what I mean? So they do stuff that's useful for you. You know what I mean? Like this may just be a boo thing, even if it's a booty call. This would be somebody who maybe helps you out on the rent, or brings groceries in the house, or fixes your brakes or some shit, or you know what I mean? Or she cooks meals for you, you know what I mean? Or she does stuff. They do stuff for you that you like, damn, I like that. Like it feels like you guys are maybe even building stability, but it's a fifth house relationship. But the death is here, which means that they'll be here for a while. So some of y'all may have children with this person, and that might be why you like them, or it might be why they win you over, because they're like, oh well, we got children, they're gonna be in my life for a while, so all right, so it could be that. Anyway, so this is somebody who's again always on a mission. This may be somebody who takes care of their physical body, or this may be somebody who you guys are learning to do that, or you'll like that they pick that up from you, learning to take care of their physical body. You know what I mean? This also may be somebody who's very cleaning, or yeah, we got Queen of Pentacles. So this is somebody who's either very organized, or likes when you organize their things, or you'll like that they organize your stuff, or you know what I mean? So you'll like that. Like this may be somebody who gives you stuff to do. You know what I mean? Like they find stuff for you to do. You know what I mean? But they also kind of like, there's a codependency, because the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So there's a codependency that you'll have with this person. Either they do stuff that you should be doing for yourself, which could be anything. Like this could be like paying your bills. This could be like cooking your meals. This could be like washing your clothes. This could be like something. They take on stuff that you should be doing for yourself, but they do it for you. Or you'll like doing stuff that they could do themselves and you do it for them. You know what I mean? It's going to be a relationship that's fun, but you're going to feel like it's a serious relationship. You know what I mean? You'll like that they're also very impatient. This is somebody who's very bossy, very demanding. It's like you just feel like this person just tries to take charge of, oh, you guys, why you, oh, okay, maybe you guys like that passion. It's that feeling. I'm like, why do y'all like that? What do y'all like about that? Like this person could be a bully at times, or this person could be like overly arrogant, overly confident, and like forceful when they want something. You know what I mean? Like this is somebody who like wants what they want when they want it. So you may like, oh yeah, you're a Leo. You guys are like that, of course. You guys are like that. And you'll also like that they take care of themselves. Like they put their needs first. So it's maybe somebody who inspired. Maybe you learn this from this person, because Earth can be about learning and orientation, and like getting reoriented with your body sometimes, getting reoriented with yourself, or it could be getting reoriented with the world at large, or with people. It's a reorientation. It can be in any which way. You know what I mean? So you may like that this person puts themselves first all the time, or puts their needs first. You know what I mean? Like they make sure that they're good first. So you may like that. Like, oh, okay, this person makes sure. So this may be something that they teach you, because this says lessons, Earth lessons. So it's maybe somebody who brings things to your awareness that you weren't aware of before. Maybe when it comes to dating, maybe when it comes to your friendships. Like this may be somebody who like calls out your friends, or calls out people who be around you. Like, yo, they don't mean you no good. They're not going to do anything for you. Like, because the Queen of Swords was there earlier. Even though they be nagging, this is somebody who has good insight. So you may view them as nagging, or you may view them as like always getting on your case, but that's not really the case. This is somebody who's like very perceptive. You know what I mean? And they maybe like have an air of disdain for others. And that's what you'll probably like about this person. Like they don't like everybody. It just seems like they don't like nobody, for real, for real. So you may like this person like likes you, is attracted to you, dates you, like lets you experience things with them, lets you into their world, but they don't do that with nobody else. They act really cold, bitchy, like condescending towards everybody else. You'll like that, because like the way they talk would probably make you want to knock their head off, because the way they talk to people with the Queen of Swords and the Emperor in reverse, this is somebody who really think they could beat everybody, or really thinks that they the shit in that way, or really feels like they got the game sewed up. You know what I mean? So you'll like that about this person. They are a leader, or they are in charge in some way, but they'll also allow you to be a leader, or allow you to like assert yourself. This isn't somebody who like tries to shut you down. They'll allow you to assert yourself. They actually encourage you to assert yourself more. You know what I mean? Like they require it from you. Actually, they require you to like speak up. They require you to speak your mind. They require you to take action. If you're a man, they require you to be a leader, or to be the boss, to be in charge. They require that you be in charge. You do what you need to do. They want that. And if it's a man, he'll allow you to take charge at times. He'll allow you to be a boss as well. You know what I mean? He won't just be like trying to dominate you. He will try though. Let me say that. He will try. I don't know if they will, but I know this is somebody who dominates the majority of everybody they encounter. So that's probably what the whole thing is. You know what I mean? So if you haven't done that already, then if you haven't gotten to that area where you're dominating all the time, or like in like a confident area where you can do that, then that's what this person is coming along to teach y'all. And that's what you'll like about them, because it starts off as just friends, but this would be somebody who stays around for a while. You know what I mean? So they may like, maybe they have a passion or a creative thing that they're into. Maybe they do DIYs, and maybe they like very like just creative. Just maybe they, I don't know, maybe they can like hook up game systems, hook up speakers. Maybe they, you know what I mean? They can kind of maybe fix stuff. Maybe they're like a handyman or handy woman, or they just kind of like can make, I don't know, maybe it's a passion that they make money with, or Because we got Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who's all about the money. All about their money, but their money. This is somebody who's about their money. You know what I mean? So they're not like most sharing, which is not what y'all would like. You know what I mean? They're about their money, but like, I guess maybe you guys like that. You know what I mean? Maybe you like that they're like serious about their money because maybe you guys are learning that. You know, maybe you guys are the more generous people in giving and sacrificing yourselves until you have nothing left. So maybe this is why this person comes into your life. If you go through that pattern. I don't know if y'all do or don't. What's up, Melis? All right, so it could be a Leo, it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Taurus. This somebody's gonna be impatient though with like the progression of the relationship. Even if they just see it as fun, they want to like move it kind of quick. So that's what you're gonna probably like about this person. They're really impatient with like where this is going, when this is going, how this is going, building some type of like foundation or stability between y'all. Y'all may build a routine between y'all very quickly. All right, so it's gonna be a Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Aries, Libra, Sag, Capricorn, Virgo. All right. Yeah. So that was that for that. That was for Leo. He said yes, love, attention, sex. Love, attention, sex, problems, you name it. Yeah, in fact. Not men, that's women. Men are not like that. We are not trouble starters. All right, so Cancer. Who's going to win you over next? Could be a Leo. It's going to be somebody who's confident. Could be in a leadership position. Maybe an artist or a creator or a painter or a poet or somebody who has like an artsy flair to them. Very romantic. All right, this could be somebody who rubbed you in the wrong way or you guys always have power struggles with this person. All right, so this could be somebody who's overly arrogant. We got Leo again. So this is somebody who's overly arrogant. Maybe they have issues expressing themselves though. Or they have issues dealing with like maybe the confidence or dealing with conflict. You know what I mean? Or this is somebody who like tries to charm you, tries to win you. Oh yeah, that's why. This is gonna be somebody who always tries to tell you what you want to hear, tries to charm you, tries to win you over. Like if you guys are going through issues, then they try to be generous. They try to be very loving towards you. They try to express themselves in a more romantic, charming way. Like, you know what I mean? So like you can't really stay mad at this person. You know what I mean? Because they know what to say. This is somebody who's proud of you. You like that. You'll like this person is proud of you, that they're proud to have you. They show you off. You know what I mean? This is a show-offy person. You got the showstopper. So it's somebody who's used to getting attention, and this is somebody who's also comfortable sharing the attention with you. You know what I mean? So they let you shine. They gas you up. They tell you, it's almost like a Gemini Pisces energy where they tell you what you want to hear, but it's like this person just kind of like, they kind of gas you up. Like, so like if you get upset with them, somebody like, oh, well, you know, you was right. Or like, you know, they kind of make you seem like, you know, it's better we go your way. You know what I mean? So this would be somebody who helps you weigh out the pros and cons of life all the time or in situations. They help you see the brighter side of situations. So you'll like that about them. All right. Like they're charming, they're upbeat, they're outgoing. They make you feel confident. They admire you. And this is somebody who's attractive and somebody who's popular. So like, because of their intention, you feel this way. So it could be a Virgo. It's maybe somebody who's established or works in like some type of, I don't know, some type of, I was gonna say like a long-standing company or like a prestigious place. Maybe they work at a prestigious place, or they have like a long-standing last name, or they come from like a large family. They also have like traditional values because the Ten of Pentacles, or they have values that are very similar to yours. That's what you guys will like about it. You know what I mean? They have like the same values, same principles as y'all. All right, so we got Virgo, could be a Leo, could be an Aries, could be Aquarius. So it's a risky take. This is a risk taker. This is somebody who like is willing to just like see what can happen. You know what I mean? So this is somebody who's like makes you happy every time they're around. They also cause you to do a lot of self-reflection. Even after you get upset with them or get angry with this person, because we got a Hermit here too. Yeah, but square also means that too. But the Hermit is here, upright. So this is somebody who causes you to do a lot of deep reflection when you're around this person. They may also be like a loner. like they don't deal with a lot of people. They don't interact with a lot of people. They kind of give like a socially awkward, but not really socially awkward. They just give like a, I don't know, almost like people give them the ick. Like this is somebody who has the issue with the attention that they get. They get attention, but they just kind of like have an issue with it. Maybe people like, maybe people challenge them a lot. Maybe people feel threatened by them a lot. You know what I mean? Maybe people feel, I don't know, just upset with them. Like, you know, maybe they rub people the wrong way just because they're just be themselves. Like they naturally just almost suck up all the air in the room. You know what I mean? When they show up. So this, for some of y'all, this may be somebody who's going to discover you, or somebody who's going to like make you discover this about yourself. Because like I said, they're going to help you shine. There's somebody who's not afraid to share the spotlight with you. They're used to the attention. They're like, I don't need it. You can have it. So there's somebody who's like generous in that way. They're generous of spirit. They're generous of gifts. And they just kind of do stuff out of the blue when they feel like it. When they feel inclined to see you smile or see you happy, they just take action. You know what I mean? So this could be like them gifting you stuff, giving you stuff, helping you with experiences, helping you over difficulties or issues. they're pretty deep. This is somebody who has a lot of wisdom. We got a Virgo here. We got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They're very forgiving too. So like you can do them wrong, or something can like mess up or happen. It's somebody who just like lets it go. Like if they get some time to themselves, they're like, all right, it's all good. I ain't tripping. That happened in the past. Like this is somebody who really can like let it go. You know what I mean? Like they can understand the deeper meaning for whatever the situation was at hand, whatever the conflict was. They're just very forgiving of you. You know what I mean? They just enjoy having you around. You make them happy. They make you happy. You know what I mean? They may have issues expressing it. You know what I'm saying? So like this is somebody who just like when you're around, they feel inspired. They feel confident. They feel seen. You know what I mean? So yeah, and they feel cared for. You know what I'm saying? This would be somebody who expresses themselves to you guys all the time. They also put you on to stuff that maybe you didn't know about. They let you know about like either deeper secrets, intimate details that you needed to know about situations. Like they may be a gossiper in a way, you know what I mean? Or like just a good listener. A good listener and a wise counsel. You know what I mean? So it's one of the two. It's one of the two. They're very magnetic. You know what I mean? So you'll really like feel like charmed around this person. You'll really like being around this person because it feels like your best traits are being shown. They feel like they're illuminating the best parts of you every time they're around. And you start to realize more parts about yourself each time you're with this person. Each time you're around this person, you realize more things about yourself and you realize more things about them. It's like an onion. Each time this person takes their time peeling you back. And then sometimes they even get you to outside your comfort zone to do stuff that you would feel is like reckless or like crazy in a way, or like just like rather like not thought out. Like you guys may be like timid, scared of shit. This is somebody who calls you guys to go past sometimes the point of no return in situations. Like just go, just go. This be like if this is a friend that's going to take you guys out on those missions where maybe a man was cheating or he was acting stupid. They're like, let's go pop his tire, let's go bust his window. This would be a friend that would ride or die like that. You know what I mean? They're down for it. This is somebody who's down for the adventure, down for the experience. You know what I mean? Just as long as you're happy and just as long as you're with me, they're cool. You know what I mean? You them could be riding to the end of the earth for all they care. I don't even care where we go. They just be down to ride. All right. So, and like I said, they'd be down to like look out for you, help you out. So it could be a Libra, it could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Capricorn. This is somebody who always wants your approval. That's what the issue is. Oh, you're gonna always want their. That might be what it is that you like about this person. Like this is somebody who doesn't easily give their approval to people. You know what I mean? They want to win your approval. You want to win their approval. They don't easily just give it away to anybody because the hermit is here. This is somebody who's like not easily impressed because they don't really want company. They don't really want people around. They kind of give like a popular loner vibe. You know what I mean? Like they suck up a lot of energy, but they don't be around everybody. They don't deal with everybody. So they're very particular in that way. And that's what you're going to like about this person is that they allow you to be around them and allow you to be in their space and to share that sun sign or share in their victories, share in their successes. They think of you first most times. So like when they have a win or they have something going on great, they be wanting to come to you. Yo, I just did this. You be like, oh snap. You know what I mean? And whenever you do something, you go tell them like, guess what I did? And they be like, did you? So like some of y'all is a business. Cause I say I got the CEO too. So some of y'all is a business or an entertainer or somebody who's a popular entertainer or a popular actor or a popular I don't know, a popular show person or a popular salesman or something like that. They have popularity, and they maybe run a business because we got the CEO. So some of y'all, they are a business owner or they're just very professional. You know what I mean? So you'll like the way that they present stuff. All right. So I gave you signs. I did. All right. So that was for Cancer. That was for Cancer. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're going to learn today. What you say, D Goddess? I didn't even see it. What you say? Hold on. Let me see. Okay, it's not letting me scroll up. You said, I'm not that friend. Which friend you not? 7K. Which friend you not? Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the likes. Thanks for the likes. You say you're not a gossiper. I mean, you know, we don't recognize that we're gossiping, but it be gossip. Like when we talk about politics, stuff that we don't really know, that we haven't done the research on, that's gossip. You know what I mean? When we like speculation could be gossip too. You know what I mean? When we speculate what may happen, it's gossip. You know what I'm saying? We just may not see it that way. We're like, no, I'm not. As long as we're not talking about people, but there be gossip that we be having. You know what I mean? Celebrity gossip. I don't be into that. But like sometimes every once in a while, conversation. My bad. Somebody called me. Oh, but it fixed it. Okay, I can see the comments. That was cool. He did that. That's cool. Thank you. That was my. I'm back. I don't know why he keep calling, but he's got to stop calling because now I can see all the comments. I know he want me to come pick up the dog or come pick up my daughter. I'll pick him up. That's cool. Just I'll call you back, bro. Chill out. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'll call you in like the 20 minutes. I'll be done. All right. You said you didn't read any of those right. Which one I didn't read right? Mars and Gemini. True. I know that, friend. Politics, yeah, but being around people, person, business, man. I'm with y'all. I wouldn't be that either. Nah. Is my daughter's grandfather. He's like, you can come get the dog. I was like, all right. Now why that shit do that shit? Why the fuck did it do that shit? Damn it. Damn it. I shouldn't have been playing with it. Fuck. All right. Oh well, I messed it up. All right, so Gemini. This could be a Virgo, could be a Gemini. I mean, could be a Virgo, could be a Leo. So it's gonna be somebody who's entertaining, fun to be around. You guys may see them regularly. You may like that this person also like keeps up on their appearance, keeps up on their cleanliness. They're kind of like very like almost like a clean freak, or they're just like very like focused on like the smaller things. It's somebody who notices changes in you. It's like if you change your hair, they notice you change your hair. If you change your clothes, they notice you change your clothes. If you do something different, if your body changes, they notice that. It's somebody who pays attention to you. All right. So this is also somebody who's very confident and very attractive. But I guess over time, this is somebody who you guys may warm up to. You know what I mean? So it's maybe a coworker, or this would be somebody who you guys have some type of similar interest in. You know what I mean? They may be into like fitness or health, or they may be into like eating good, or maybe like dates. Maybe you guys you have a similar interest. All right. This is somebody who's also looking for commitment too. So that's what you'll like about this person. They're a lover, a romancer, wanting to, I'm not gonna say settle down, but they do want commitment. They want somebody who they could be devoted to. So you'll like this about that person. You know what I mean? They're attractive, they're confident. We got Libra, 7th house, so it's gonna be a relationship. You're gonna like this about this person. We got Sag. So this is somebody who's a big deal, or this is gonna be somebody who's gonna change your philosophies. You guys may this for some of y'all, this could be a second spouse if you've been married already. But if you haven't been married already, this could be like a second long-term partnership, like one that's serious for y'all. So whoever that may be for y'all, if you already had a serious relationship before, where maybe y'all live together, maybe y'all put bills together, this would be a second long-term partnership for y'all. So you would like this. It's somebody who's charming, easy to get along with, very understanding. They're open-minded. They have a lot of like intelligence or wisdom, a lot of world experience. You know what I mean? This is somebody who's into learning. They may be foreign for some of y'all. Like this may be somebody who's foreign. You know what I mean? Because their intention is for like either marriage or for a partnership. You be their boyfriend, their girlfriend, something. They want something along the lines of that. This would be somebody who also has like good business practices or good business etiquette or understands business. They understand politics. They understand like the world news. They understand the world at large, or they just be having like a different philosophy than what yours is, but they also are very similar to yours. So you'll like that you guys can share in values, philosophies, the way the world is, the way you guys see the world. You guys will see the world almost the same way. Like, oh, it seems like exactly the same way. For real, if I'm being honest. You guys may be like mirrors to each other, which is good because that's a Gemini energy. So you may see the world the same way, both of you. All right. So somebody else may be a writer or a philosopher, or this is somebody who does a lot of writing or does a lot of like reading or just does a lot of learning or is into like maybe I would say higher education. So maybe they're studying, learning. Sometimes ninth house can also be any type of training or studying that takes you a long time to like accomplish. So this could be anything. This could be like psychology. This could be being a doctor in general. This could be nursing. This could be, I don't know, what takes you a long time. Maybe being a carpenter, or like something that takes like information or wisdom that takes them a long time to adhere. I mean, to like learn or to like master. So this is somebody who's taken a long time to like learn these steps. They learn through experience. You'll like that about this person. They have a lot of wisdom that they can share with you, and they do. They're a sharing person. They're generous in that light. They like to see their partner do good. All right. So this may be somebody who you guys would view as like maybe out of your league, or somebody who you view that other people can't have. They may have like a sense of like purity to them. You know what I mean? Or they have this sense of like, not everybody can have this person. They're not really interested or noticing anybody. They're very beneficial too. They may only really look at you. That's what you probably like about this person. They may only really look at you. You know what I mean? Like they may only really have eyes for you. Like, you know, yeah, those people are cool and all that, but like I really like you, boo, or I really like you, babe. You know what I mean? Like they kind of feel this way about y'all. So it's somebody who's gonna be easy to get along with, very talkative. They're very nosy too. And then we got the Gemini, we got the Page of Swords in reverse. So this is a nosy or gossipy person. And gossipy could just be like, they just find out information, then they bring it to you. Yo, you know that Starbucks about to go out of business. You be like, oh yeah, is it? You know what I mean? How do you know? Did you talk to the CEO of Starbucks? How the fuck do you know? You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you examples. Like, you know what I mean? Starbucks probably not. I'm just giving you examples. You're like, this is somebody who knows stuff. We got the page we got the High Priestess and we got the Page of Swords. This is a nosy person, but they just be knowing stuff. You know what I mean? They just be knowing stuff. They just be like, maybe they observe stuff and don't say stuff. Because I got the Page of Swords and I got the High Priestess. So there's somebody who notices stuff as well, but doesn't say stuff. They kind of like sweep it under the rug or just acknowledge it for what it is. They're somebody who accepts themselves and accepts everybody as they are. You know what I mean? They can also be very like skeptical. You may like that. Like they somebody who asks all the right questions. You like that about this person. So like this is somebody who asks 1,000,001 questions. So what about this? What about that? Like even if it's a dumb question, just somebody who's not afraid to ask any question. Like they ask you a lot. They try to learn from you, and you can learn from them because that's what I'm getting the energy of. Because seventh house is here, which means there has to be reciprocation between both of y'all. So this would be somebody who you can share information with. They'll share information with you. They listen to you. You listen to them. You know what I mean? They just be talking too. Sometimes if it's not necessarily like gossip, then they just be talking about just anything. You know what I mean? They just talk about maybe their day or just talk about some of their experiences. They just talk. Page of Swords in reverse is just somebody who just likes to talk. They just like to like chat. You know what I mean? I say gossip, but it could be just chatting, just talking, just to kind of like fill up air. Like just somebody who views you guys as like upper echelon. You know what I mean? And they kind of view you in like a more, I'm gonna say sanctified way, or just like in a more holier than thou. Like, you know what I mean? They allow you to just, I don't know, they elevate you. They elevate you as somebody that like other people need to respect or revere. You know what I mean? So this would be somebody who's always on your side. Always on your side. All right. This is somebody who's highly sought after by other people, though. You know what I mean? They only really have eyes for you, though. Like you're special to this person. That's what you'll like. This person makes you feel special. They make you feel like you're more important than other people. You know what I mean? Like you're more beneficial than other people. You know what I mean? This may be somebody who wins a lot of like lucky opportunities too. Could be a Capricorn, could be Aquarius, could be a Sag, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. So you'll either, and if you haven't met this person already, if it's not a past person or a person you're already currently dealing with, you guys will interact with this person in like just a random ass situation or like a lucky opportunity. You guys will run into it and have like a small conversation that just leads to more. You know what I mean? This would be a very talkative, like they'll be very curious about you. That's what I mean. They'll be very curious about you guys. At first, they may be kind of like hard to read because you got the High Priestess here. So you may like that you have to like guess. Oh yeah, you guys are Geminis. That makes sense. Can I say, why would you want that? But I get it. Because you guys are Geminis, you guys like to kind of like investigate or get to like be curious about things. So this gives you a chance to like, you know, let your little mind wander a little bit. So this is somebody who allows you to do that. They don't always tell you everything. Sometimes you have to like ask questions. So this is somebody who likes when you ask questions. You know what I mean? Sometimes they tell you stuff, but then sometimes they make you wonder. So you'll like that because it's like you never really know where this is going to go. You know what I'm saying? Or you never really know what may happen. It's not like they're unpredictable, but it's like you sometimes just I don't know, it just makes you curious. You know what I mean? Because like they seem to be like an open book at times, but like also like what else are you hiding or what else is in there? So you're gonna always want to like pick this person's brain or always want to like investigate things with this person or like get to know more because this person seems to have a lot of wisdom or a lot of understanding of like human nature. They're very self-aware. They're aware of like their environment. They're aware of like their past patterns. They're aware of themselves. So you'll really like that. Like this person can call themselves on like when they're slacking, when they're not doing the best that they're aware of it. Like I know I probably shouldn't have ate that food, or I know I probably shouldn't have spent my money, or I know I shouldn't have called out for work, or they're aware of themselves. So you'll like that this person like takes responsibility for like areas where maybe they can improve, but they're very clear on it. You know what I mean? And they're not like nitpicky with you, but you do like because they will be nitpicky, but like in a more like this is like an annoying way for y'all. So you'll like this that they can be like petty at times. Like this could be somebody who like goes back and forth with you or does what you do to them. They play mind games. So you guys like that. And I know Gemini was going to say, we don't like mind games. No, you won't openly admit that you like mind games, but like that's the games that y'all play. And because you guys are mirrors to other people, you guys draw in partners who do those same things. So anyway, this would be somebody who also doesn't know how to ask for help. Because we got 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So they don't know how to ask for help. And they don't know how to like I'm not gonna say renege, but they don't know how to like go back on like what they said, or it's like they don't know how to pick up where they left off. So this somebody who wants to pick up where they left off. You may like that. That's what it is. So there's somebody who wants to pick up where you guys left off at. If it's a past person. And if it's a newer person, then it's somebody who doesn't know how to ask for help or doesn't know how to like pick up the conversation between y'all. They don't know how to start up a conversation between y'all because they really don't know how to read you. Like this is somebody who puts you on a pedestal, sees you as like, you know, outer league or higher level, you know what I mean? Upper echelon. Everybody doesn't get to date him, her, you know what I'm saying? So like this is somebody who's viewing you in that light. And they're going to do a lot to try to learn everything about you, like what you like, what your world was like, what your experiences were like. They're going to want to know all this type of stuff about you, but it comes through like casual conversation. So it doesn't feel like they're being serious. And nowhere in there does it even feel like they're ever judging you. It just feels like they just be asking just so that they can get to know you. But like this is somebody who could be very influential in some way. You know, well, they're going to be influential in your life, but I mean, they could be influential in maybe like the world and other people's lives. Can I get them being like a big deal? You know what I mean? And they're going to be a big deal in your life because of the philosophies and the views that you guys are going to share together. So it could be a Libra, it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius. All right. So y'all, some of y'all, they may be very spiritual too. I want to say that because ninth house could also be a spiritual teacher, or it could be like somebody who's like into spirituality. Sometimes it could be unorthodox spirituality or what they call it, like I forgot what kind of spirituality called, but it could just be like otherworldly. That's what it is. It'll be a relationship that feels otherworldly, where it won't feel like you guys are doing anything that anybody's ever done before. Like it'll feel like y'all are doing something that's groundbreaking, even if y'all aren't. It'll just feel that way. All right, what y'all say? We like that, observing and being skeptical. Yeah, for real. Thank you, darling. So sweet. That's Marie. You telling me that, Marie? We in here, bro. What's up? What's up, Cody? Cody from Milford. Cody from Milford. What up? Hey, Healing Hearts. How you feeling? I'll be here when you're ready, D Goddess. All right, so Taurus. So it's gonna be somebody who's maybe not your usual type, and it may be a relationship that breaks a pattern of relationships that you guys have always dealt with. Could be Aquarius, could be a Libra. So I don't know what could be not your usual type, but I know they're gonna be an unusual pattern or an unusual pairing bonding. But they're gonna be attractive, but they're just maybe not like what you used to dating when it comes to dating. The relationship would be more reciprocal. This may be somebody who always preaches, I don't know, maybe 50-50. You know what I mean? Maybe that's not something that you guys agree with, but they're very easy to get along with. And it's somebody who's willing to help y'all up. I feel like they have more than you, though. You know what I mean? So this is somebody who's willing to, like, they're thinking about, like, what's good for everybody. So this is somebody who's just thinking about themselves. They think about what works for everybody. And what works for everybody is to do this, to do this. So maybe it's a 50-50, but maybe it's not 50-50. Maybe it's just that whatever way they kind of, like, associate the relationship, they just, maybe the person who's more in power or more in charge takes on more responsibility, or just, I don't know. They just have some type of way that maybe at first kind of like shocks you or kind of like makes you, I don't know, it just breaks you out of like a maybe like a facade or a fantasy of maybe how you've seen things and whatever way that is. But they're gonna be very easy to get along with, and they're very beneficial. When this person comes into your life, if they haven't already come into your life, they bring all types of like opportunities. This could be somebody who has a large following, so or there's somebody who's like good with like socializing and like maybe gathering large groups of people, maybe large groups of clientele. Maybe they have like a large social group. Maybe they know everybody. Maybe everybody knows them. They kind of seem like they can like interact with anybody. Maybe they can like blend in with everybody. You may like that. They can blend in with anybody, everybody. Like there is no like, they don't even have a type when it comes to like relationships. Like, so they may date like a dark-skinned man, a light-skinned man, a white man, an Asian man, Spanish man, or like a black woman, a white woman, a Puerto Rican woman, whatever. You know what I mean? They kind of like maybe they, you know what I mean? Like maybe they date a tall women, short women, or whatever. They don't really have a type. That's what you'll like about this person. Like they're not really judgmental, and they're open-minded to everything. You know what I mean? So that might be something that's new for y'all, because this is somebody who's going to allow you to just go with the flow in a way. So you'll like that this person doesn't like put any heavy expectations on you. They're very tolerant of like how you are, even if you're not like them. They're like, hey man, this is how you are. This is how I am. So like this is somebody who's like accepting of themselves, and they accept you. All right. So anytime this person comes around, there'll be opportunities that weren't there before, unexpected beneficial like rewards or money or synchronistic moments. Like things just happen very well. Like there's maybe luck that comes because this person comes into your life. This is somebody who's willing to help you up, and they always bring you good news. So it could be Aquarius, could be a Capricorn, could be a Sag. Some of y'all, they have an accent, because I seen the 8 of Wands. Some of y'all have an accent, or they have like either a slow tone or they have like a speedy tone. It's one or two. Because I wasn't for sure if it was in reverse, but right now it's upright, but I think maybe it was in reverse. So maybe they have like a slow draw, or they have like a slower, somebody else fast, but it seems like a slow draw, or they have like maybe the tone is deep. Maybe they have like a deep voice, you know what I mean? Or something like that. Anyway, so this is somebody who's like very condescending and very demanding of people and of themselves. That's what you'll like. You know what I mean? And they're very shrewd. So if they're a businessman or woman, they're very shrewd. Nothing gets past them. You know what I mean? And they even will cut people's throat for money. You know what I mean? Or cut people's throat for status. Like, just somebody who's very like vengeful at times. And you'll like this. Like, they could be petty, but like just somebody who's very masterful with their ways of like maybe getting people back or doing whatever they said they were going to do. But they have friends that are behind them, or like a large backing with them. You know what I mean? So there's somebody who's like gives like a humanitarian vibe where they care about everybody as a whole. Could be an Aries, could be a Scorpio. Now, some of y'all, you're going to unexpectedly run into this person, or you guys are going to have some type of sudden breakthrough in the relationship, and they're going to offer an opportunity for you guys either to work together or do some type of joint endeavor together, or create a partnership in general, which could be romantic. If it's a past person, because I got 10 of Swords in reverse, it's somebody who didn't invest before, because maybe you didn't fit the aesthetic, because I got the Knight of Cups in reverse. You didn't fit the aesthetic that they wanted, so they weren't ready for commitment, or they weren't ready to maybe settle down. They weren't ready to invest more seriously in a relationship because your appearance. It's your appearance. I know I said this to y'all before in another reading, but it's what it was. It was your appearance. So, or it was the way that you presented yourself. Some of y'all could be like your money. Maybe they didn't think you were generous enough, or they didn't think that you cared enough, or they didn't think that you were going to please them, or maybe they weren't into like pleasing you. Like, it's somebody who's sometimey. So you'll like this person as sometimey. Sometimes they're emotional, flirty, huggy, kissy, and other times stone cold. No, thank you. You know what I mean? So like, this would be somebody who like kind of catches you off guard, because you guys may be used to, oh yeah, because you're Taurus. So you guys may be used to routines or structure, because this person comes into your life to shake things up. So this is somebody who comes in to like break your paradigm shifts of like what you think should be happening, and like put it onto a fast track to getting where you really want to go. You know what I mean? So like, you've been doing whatever you've been doing, but when this person comes in, they cause like chaos or like crisis at times in your life. So you may have to be the person like to fix it at times. Like, you may be more of like either you or them are the voice of reason to the other person. I don't know who it would be, but you may always have to like, you know, put your foot down with this person. You may like that too. Like, this person allows you to be a boss, allows you to get your shit off. Like, you could be unpredictable or like chaotic with this person. They don't mind. So no, you know how you guys always have like a conformed way of doing things. This person doesn't care about that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to conform to any way. This person allows you to like just act out, be your authentic self. Let's just see what can happen. There's somebody who inspires you to do that. Let's just see what can happen. So some of y'all are going to give you guys an opportunity to just see what can happen. Now, some of y'all, this may be actually a business venture, and some of y'all, this may be an opportunity to go viral, or this may be an opportunity to like get more exposure. So some of y'all are going to be dealing with somebody who has a large friend group. So some of y'all, this may be online. Some of y'all may have like a large friend group, or have a following, or have an interaction with somebody who's going to help you guys get more exposure, or maybe they go viral themselves, or maybe you go viral with them, or they're going to help you go viral, or whatever you're doing may get more exposure, may have a sudden breakthrough that brings you guys in a lot of money. It may be an unexpected stream, a new stream of income because of this person. Like, this person is like, when they come into your life, you're able to get opportunities that never normally wouldn't have been there for you. You know what I mean? So they level you up. That's what 11th house are. 11th house are friends who are already ahead of us or in position where we would like to be. And then they like reach back and they help us up. They're like, come on, I got you. You know what I mean? So this would be somebody who's going to help you up. Even if it's romantic, they're going to help you up. So this is how they're going to win you over, by maybe just being friends, being easy to get along with, being beneficial whenever they're around, you know what I mean, inspiring you, giving you different perspectives to look at, you know what I mean, helping you like have all these sudden realizations or epiphanies. Maybe they attach you to other people who are useful to your goal because they're around, you know what I mean, they got a large network, so they'd be like, oh, you need t-shirts printed? Oh, my boy Kenny Rock, he do that. Or, oh, what you needed? Jewelry, you need a wedding ring for your wife? Oh, my homegirl, she's a jeweler. I can, you know what I mean, like they just be knowing different people. This is somebody who's good at networking, you know what I mean? So you'll like that about this person. Like, they'll always be able to get something done, or always be able to make some money, or always be able to like create a brand new start for themselves. So even if they were to like fall apart, fall off, this is somebody who can always pick themselves back up and get it started because of the connections that they have. So maybe some of y'all, they may be into like millionaire stats, or they may just be like, have a big friend group that allows them to make money. So they'll always be able to like make money, or always be able to find unusual, innovative ways to make money. You know what I mean? And they'll be inspiring you in that same way. So you'll like that. So maybe if you've been working a job forever, a dead-end job, or only like focused on material wealth, this is somebody who will break you free of that belief. So then maybe you become more about like love and like family and, you know, different philosophy or different perspectives. There's somebody who's just going to break your current perspective into something new, something that's a little bit more future based, or something that's more community based, where everybody is like affected or everybody is benefiting from it. All right. So they're going to offer an opportunity for y'all either to get over some type of hardship between y'all. So they may help you get over a hardship or get over a blockage or get over some type of obstacle by like presenting a proposal that you guys maybe go into business or go into a relationship, or that you guys do something together. You know what I mean? Now, this may even be somebody who like starts off as a patron. Like maybe they start off like paying money to you, or you know what I mean? Or like sponsoring you in some way, or sharing your stuff. Maybe you make content, maybe share your content. It starts off like that. It starts off as them like not really acting like they want this with you. And then it kind of goes into that because you guys start to understand each other. You guys start to tolerate each other. You guys be like sharing ideas or sharing views and visions back and forth. This is a visionary. This is a dreamer. This is somebody who's a dreamer. This is somebody who comes into your life to break you guys free of constricting thoughts, self-doubt, and like disbelief, or like, yeah, self-doubt, which is disbelief. So they break you out of that. All right. So this is somebody who's going to call attention to your patterns that are not working for you anymore. All right. So it could be a Gemini, it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it could be a Pisces, Sag, Leo, Aries, Aquarius, Scorpio. Did I say Capricorn? I did. I said Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I did. Okay. See, I like that about that person. Mm-hmm. Let's say, what's up? What's up, Tiffany? Tiffany. Who's that? Oh my gosh, get this right here. What the fuck is going on? He said Rose eyes. I'm looking at comments. Okay, so we is on Aries. Woo, made it, Aries. Okay, so Aries. Aries. Who's gonna win you over next? So who is it? Who's gonna win you over next? Could be a Leo. All right, or it's somebody who's very confident in their self-expression. It's gonna be somebody you guys are fated to meet. You guys may find them to be attractive, or you guys just may find them to be a natural leader. You may find them to be charming, fun to be around, exciting to see, happy to see them. They may be always happy to see you. Somebody cheers you up, or you cheer them up a lot. There's somebody who's like not afraid to express themselves around you, and you feel the same way around this person. You know what I mean? So there's somebody who you guys are fated to meet because it's North Node. This could be somebody who's a challenging connection to you because you guys are independent. You guys are Aries. You guys are also natural leaders for yourselves, but not really for like, I mean, you could be leaders for other people, but usually you guys are leaders for yourselves. You guys are independent. Leo is usually trying to be a leader of other people for that attention, that validation, that admiration. They really thrive off of that. You guys kind of do, but it's not like a big thing to y'all, but it can be. So that might be what it is that you may like about this person, is that maybe they call in those traits that you have, because the North Node is also a life lesson or a learning curve that you're meant to experience. So through this person, you guys maybe learn very quickly that you have a talent or a flair or a natural ability for maybe attracting attention, or for like maybe having a lot of charm, a lot of charisma, you know what I mean? For maybe being attractive. This is somebody who's going to illuminate some things to you at one time that maybe you guys didn't notice, but you're meant to notice about yourself. No, let me use these. I ain't use these yet. All right, so this is somebody who's part of your future. Could be a Gemini, could be a Cancer. Very nurturing, understanding person. But this is somebody who doesn't really know how to accept love. They may be very nervous around you. So you may like this person that's nervous. Like you may be nervous around them, but they may be nervous around you. You know what I mean? So like this somebody's kind of like timid or just like unsure of themselves around you, but they're super confident. So around you, they don't have that same flair, that same pizzazz. So you'll like that because you'll see them maybe out everywhere else or doing whatever with anybody else, and they just be like bossing it up, just in charge, in leadership position. When they want to say whatever and to do whatever, they can do that. But like around you, they be like, "Can I, Aries? You think I should?" Like it kind of gives that vibe of like they kind of defer to you at times, or maybe you'll defer to them. Because maybe if you're always used to being in charge, then this would be somebody who you can allow to take leadership or take charge or take lead in situations where maybe you don't really know where you're going. So this would be somebody who's a good guy. You know what I mean? They're a good leader. They're confident. They keep you confident. They keep your confidence up, or they keep you feeling self-assured. Even when you're going through uncertainty, this would be somebody who's like a hype man or a hype woman. They're like, "Hey, I got you. Don't worry about it. You're good. You're good." They're very receptive. You know what I mean? But they also don't let you guilt or shame yourself. They don't let you stay in that victim mindset. So it could be a Scorpio, it could be a Gemini, could be a Virgo. So this is somebody who'd be rushing in to fix stuff for y'all, or rushing in to like help you get through whatever issues or hurdles you got. Could be a Capricorn, could be a Virgo. All right, so this you'll like this person who also puts their needs first too. So you'll like that too, because it's somebody who's very self-possessed. They only kind of care about what they care about. And this is what you'll like about this person, because you guys are independent thinkers as well. But they'll also like that you need them to do stuff for you, or that you do stuff for them. You know what I mean? So you'll like that they either allow you to do stuff for them, or you'll like that they do stuff for you. It's one or two, because Queen of Pentacles in reverse and Eight of Pentacles upright. So either they do stuff for you, like they would fix stuff. Maybe they're handy with their hands. Maybe they're like good at fixing stuff. Maybe they're good at saving money. Maybe they're good at making money. But they kind of seem to, oh, they're frugal. That's what you'll like. You'll like they're frugal, because it seems like this person always has money. You know what I mean? So maybe they have a lot of money, but they just don't spend it a lot. Because I get them like, this is somebody who can make money, but maybe they don't spend a lot. You know what I mean? You may like that. You know what I mean? Or you may like that they, like, maybe instead of you spending your money, they spend theirs. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Or like they allow you to spend your money. You know what I mean? Or something. It's something like that. They kind of like empower you to feel confident to do what you want to do with your stuff. You know what I mean? So this may also be somebody who also like inspires you to take care of yourself, because the Queen of Pentacles is here. This could be like taking care of your health, taking care of your physical body. This could be like cleaning up. This could be like organizing stuff, like getting your life in order. This is somebody who comes into your life to help you get your life in order, helps you become more responsible, helps you become more mature. You know what I mean? Helps you find your independence. This is somebody who helps you build it up and helps you build up your finances, or helps you build up your stability. That's what this person is coming into your life to do, because the North Node is here. So you're fated to run into this person, because it's somebody who helps you guys get over shame, regret, disappointment, fear, anxiety. They may have it around you, but like maybe they call attention to it, because that's what I said. The sun is an illuminary. So there's somebody who calls attention to when you're exercising this, and then they are aware. Maybe they're not aware of it when they do it when they're around you, or maybe they are aware. Because was it a Nine of Swords upright, or was it down? I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I can't remember. They're a good talker though. You'll like this. It's a motivated. Maybe somebody else is a motivated speaker, because the Knight of Swords, Eight of Swords. I mean, Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Like I kind of get this being somebody who's like a motivated speaker, or somebody who's just knows how to like talk life into you. They have words of affirmation. You know what I mean? They're bold. They take action when they feel that they need to. You know what I mean? This is also somebody who's not afraid to like learn as they go. You know what I mean? So maybe you learn. That's what you'll like about this person. Like as they learn a new skill, they learn something new, they work on it, but they're like, okay, as I go along, okay, this will go. This like somebody who's like a good problem solver, but also very like keen to like what needs to be fixed, what needs to be tuned, fine tuned. They're always in like a state of like self, maybe discovery, or like, thank you so much, piece of candy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tina. All right, so what about to say? Yeah, so they may be a little bit bashful around you guys, but like once they warm up to you, then they'll be talking a lot. This will be somebody who can talk a whole lot. You know what I mean? And if you tell them what your problems are, this will be somebody who actually kind of worries a lot about like how you're gonna fix it. They be on you about it. How are you gonna fix this? What do you think? And they be like quick to try to tell you what you should do, because the Knight of Swords is somebody who's a great conversationalist. So you may like that too, that they can talk, they can hold real conversation about shit. This is somebody who has a lot of wisdom or a lot of knowledge, and is good at like communicating. So this is somebody who can tell you what they need, what you need. They're really good at like giving specific details. So like this could be like, let's say you wanted to hang your TV up on a wall and you never done it before. You can call this person and they'll walk you through it step by step. Okay, you should do this, you should do that, then you got to do this. Like this is somebody who has like a rhyme and reason for why they do stuff. You'll like it, the way they think. They think quick on their feet. Yeah, they think quick on their feet. We got Knight of Cups. So this is somebody who's also very romantic, but they're moody. Some days they're lover boy, lover girl. Other days they're not. You'll like it. Like there's some timing. So like it doesn't just give like consistency like you would like it. It gives like unpredictability, but like there is security. You know what I mean? So like this is somebody who can keep to themselves, or like they normally does keep to themselves. You know what I mean? So maybe they work a lot. You also like that. Like they work a lot. Or they're always focused on money, or always focused on like what needs to be done. What's next? Like it seems like a busybody, or like somebody who always stays moving, or always has something to do, or always has something lined up. You'll like that about this person. Like, oh, okay, after I do this, I'm going to do this. And then after that, I'm going to do this. Like they seem like they have their life either in order or like working towards it. So you'll like that. You're like, damn, they're working towards something. They're really trying to get themselves together. You'll like it that either they're making progress because of the eight of Pentacles. You'll like that they're making progress, or you'll like that they help you progress. You know what I mean? Or you'll like that they allow you to help them progress. One or two. You'll like something about that with them. You know what I mean? But I get leadership vibes, so it may be more like them helping you progress, but it could be the other way around. You could be helping them progress, and you may like that they allow you to do so. You know what I mean? Like they may listen to you. They may take your words for like, you know, for weight. They're like, oh, okay, I like what you said. I'm okay, I fuck with it. Aries said it. That's real. You know what I mean? So this could be somebody who's very straightforward too about stuff. So you may like that too. They may say stuff sometimes that can hurt, but like it also makes you better. So you'll notice that about what they say to you. The stuff that they give you is like pertinent information or useful information. You know what I mean? But it also sometimes can be a little bit brutal or a little bit harsh. You know what I mean? But you know it's meant with well-being. You know, he's like, okay, I can appreciate that. I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? They give like a nurturing vibe though. Even though they have more masculine energy and anything, they give like a nurturing vibe. But they give like a nurturing vibe like you need to be able to do this for yourself. You know what I mean? So like they try to show you stuff so that you can do it yourself, so that you don't have to depend on others. You know what I mean? They like that you depend on them, but they don't want you to have to depend on others. Or this may be somebody that you like that is working towards not having to depend on others, and you may like that about them. All right, so it could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Sag, Scorpio, Leo, Pisces, Sag, Capricorn, Virgo. Some of y'all is going to start off like a friend to romance thing because I got Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So it may start off, either it starts off as like romance and then becomes friends, or it starts off as like friends and then becomes romance, or it becomes friends and then you guys do something collectively, like a creative project, or you guys do business together, or do something that you guys are invested in, like even working out, maybe writing a book, maybe doing tarot. They'll do something like that. It starts off like friends or like a passion. We share like a passion and we catch up with each other from time to time. So that's why I say sometimes like the gym, maybe you guys study together, maybe you guys go to school together, maybe it's a co-worker, something like that. You guys have something in similar mind that you guys are meant to meet up and work together or do together. So this would be somebody who inspires you and has like a different philosophy, but like their philosophy makes sense or is like valid to you as well. And yours is to theirs, to them. So, all right. So yeah, that's what I got, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining. Thanks for being here, y'all. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for those piece of candies. I appreciate y'all so much. That was well worth it. You know what I mean? It was going to be worth it anyway because it was an interesting topic. I did not see this being this good. So this may be my new thing. Who's going to win you over next instead of just doing like what's next in love? I may just do it anyway because it's filler. So I may just do who's next in love anyway. It's like, you know, just for content because it should be sometimes there anyway. But I like this one though because it's a lot that you really can like see in this situation. So thank y'all again for being here. I need to call this man before he goes to sleep and he'd be sad. Tell him my baby mom, tell him my granddaughter, your dad didn't call. He needs to come get Royal. You know what I mean? So I let my dog spend the weekend there because they can run outside and shit. Hey there, Digital Dysphoria. Thank you so much, Marie E. All right, 7K. It was a good one, right? Hey, Tiffany. These were. I enjoyed these. What's up, Enigmatic One? I didn't even see you was in there. Tina the Traveler. Thank you so much, Tina. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna look at these comments when I get off. Wait, what was that? What's that? Okay, thank you all so much. All right. Oh yeah, Maria, I gotta tell you, you be doing such a great job as a moderator. I thank you so much. You don't even know how much I appreciate you. Thank you a lot. Anyway, y'all, I am out of here. I'll see y'all probably tomorrow. I don't know what time. It'll probably be. I know it'll be after 12. So maybe you guys be at work. Maybe you guys don't be. But if you can join, you can join. I'll see you there. I'm gone.